Content of this part of this meeting is being sent to a third party. By
Oh
saying
no.
you consent to sharing your information, include audio, visual. Well, there's an update about AI on Google or on Zoom.
Mm.
Really?
Yeah.
And we're live. There goes the notification.
Hmm.
So we're live.
Well, that come up fast, eh?
Yeah, it did.
It did. Wow.
As I said, it YouTube must have its breakfast early sometimes because
What
it
the
seems
hell?
to be up and about sometimes, and then no, sometimes it just doesn't bother. That,
What?
that's the way it goes.
Hey,
Hey,
Corey.
Z? No, Corey. Okay.
Yeah, Corey's first. Hanging with
Good to
JD.
hear.
Wow. Hey, guys. Welcome.
Yep.
Okay.
Good evening or good morning from
I've got to go over.
my angle.
I've got to send out the formal invites now.
Oh no.
Like, where the
We'll
hell
just
you been?
wait.
Oh, you should have had this all done by now.
Uh-huh. Right, Paul.
Yeah, you've got to have the formal invites out, and then I'm just checking to see if you got. I'm just checking the chat to see if you got the link pinned.
Okay. So, okay, Corey, you got me going. What's FTW? Yeah, see, they got a new thing on the bottom of the screen now. Share screen summary, AI companion.
Yes, the AI companion is really good because it
Yeah.
actually tells you what's been spoken about.
No. I know,
Laura
maybe
does it on hers.
that's, but I shared it earlier. Yeah, I guess last night, but in case anybody looking for the
In
border.
case anybody missed it, yeah.
Hey, the border.
Yeah, just in case someone missed it.
Hmm.
Oop,
Yeah.
wrong button. Almost.
Yes.
Uh,
Well, AI companion or summary.
yeah, yeah. It's very interesting because it'll summarize the discussion of our talk here, and sometimes it can get really hilarious. Just ask Laura. She did one on hers, and she sent it to me, and I just sitting there absolutely wetting myself. That was that funny.
Damn, too many been first here. Just missing JDS.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
For the win. Oh, okay. FTW means for the win.
Mm. Yeah, not the other way around. WTF.
I guess that's I'm just looking at Houston, Texas. Oh, it look like snow, but I guess it is raining because everything's soaking wet there. Watching a live train feed.
Oh, nice. Sounds
Let's
interesting.
see what I did today.
Yep.
I got Merry Christmas, and up there is a little Santa Claus train.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I should set up a real train up there, though. On there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got lots of engines and stuff. I can just put it up there. Short piece of track, just put it up there and put some
Yeah.
engines on it.
Yeah.
I never thought of that till now.
Well, you have now.
Yeah, because they got a little train up there now.
Uh,
Yeah, I tilt the camera up, but kind of make yeah.
Okay, I think I got everything all sorted out now.
And so it's
There you go.
9:30, is it there, Dominic?
You are, yeah, well, it's 3 minutes past 9.
How come the clock behind you says 9:30?
Because the clock behind me has been broken for about 20 years.
So is that all?
Yeah,
That's there for historical marker.
it is actually. They redid the inside and didn't do much about the outside. Mm.
Oh, you Lord got a Christmas tree up or something today? I heard.
Yeah.
Because David wasn't there, so she put it up, eh?
Oh, David wasn't there. Okay, I get it.
That's what I heard anyway, so
Mm.
I shouldn't say I heard it. I seen it on Facebook or something. So Dave would be all pissy tonight then.
Well, it's close to the first. It's the 30th.
Yeah.
It's a first here.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. I see Ron and Fishy are on right now.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw that.
that's a strange pair.
Oh, gee.
Yep.
Their personal emojis just crack me up. He looks like he's 20 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Complete opposite of that. But it was funny because I was watching a video that came up about a train set, and I thought, because, this guy had all kinds of model railroad and he was selling it off, remember? I don't know if you remember that about a year ago
Yeah.
or 6 months ago, he was trying to sell all that stuff off. Well, anyways, they're putting one back up. So he still had that one little modular piece, but that's all he's got. One little modular, like 2 feet by 4 feet. And I went, holy shit. So then now he's building some stuff along the wall. And you look into the room where he's got the train room, there's not even enough room to go around a circle.
Mm.
Whoa. I almost feel guilty now.
Hey, Jonathan.
Well, Jonathan, good evening.
Jonathan is here in
Good to
all of
see you.
his
What's up, fam?
Old English script.
Yep.
I sent Diane a text message, but I haven't heard from her all day. I thought she'd be near someplace with Wi-Fi, but told her to get her ass home. So she usually responds when I say something like that.
Well, where are they? Are they headed home now, or
After 9 o'clock tonight, but they got a full day at sea tomorrow. Then Saturday morning they land in Fort Lauderdale. Then she gets on an airplane and she'll be home really late Saturday night.
oh, okay.
So I think I'll go down Saturday morning and do the kitty cats one more time. So when she gets home, she don't have to worry about them. They're already been done. What do you want, you little shit? Come on.
So it looks like we're going to get rain and snow tomorrow, Paul.
Oh,
Well, it's
no.
supposed to be like that for about 4 or 5 days, isn't it? Rain, 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 rain,
That's
rain.
why, that's why I wanted to go down and get a ship.
What are you doing up here, you little shit? Huh? I should put a clean scarf on you. I got one around here someplace. This thing's filthy. What? I'll put a clean one on. I got a clean scarf here. I eat all ears for it. Okay, come here. You got to take this one off first. This thing's so freaking dirty. It's not funny. Yeah, okay. Hang on, Vader. Hang on. He wanted a clean scarf. Okay. He likes his scarves, this boy. I don't know what it is, but he likes them.
Mm.
Go. Now he got a clean scarf on.
Oh, good.
You'll pretty it up here.
I'm gonna check and see if
Goodness.
Neil wants to go out one last time before it gets dark.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There you go. Is that a good boy? You're a good boy, yeah. You wanna kiss us? Hey, what about kiss us? Hey, kiss us. Kiss us. There you go. I got
Yeah,
to check
I've already
a little bit
I've
higher
already
when I
told
found you.
Paul 3 times to put the link in the chat. Give me a second.
What a link for what? No. Could put some more stuff on you. Like cream. You're just so dried right out. Skin. No, Gracie. I didn't go get some cream.
With them not putting links in chats these days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, Vader. Come in.
We'll just
Come on.
wait.
Come in. Right. Oh, you gotta get some cream put on you there, Vader. No, get down, Grace. What, you still cold?
Yep.
Just so you all know, I'm a cold-blooded person, so
Oh.
I feel the cold
great.
worse than anyone.
Oh, Laura, what you should do is go when you get the link, bookmark it. You can always go to it. It's always the same link. It never changes.
Yeah, I took it straight out of
I
my notepad. Yeah. I just hit the notepad about 5 minutes before Paul usually goes on, and I'm in. Hello, Mark.
like
What's happening?
you look up here, right here, my top bar, right there. I've got it right here. So when it comes time, I just click on it and it pops right up. There's
Yep.
I don't have to go look for it or wait for it or piss all. It's already there.
Oh. Where is
I
it?
should put some of that stuff on my hands here. Put it on Vader. And,
Hey, look at the little bundle of joy. Little
Yeah.
Llama Laura all bundled up.
oh, I thought, is that all you did? Put the tree up. Where's all the decorations?
All right, I've just put a link in the chat. Go and watch it. You'll soon find out what happened to the decorations.
They didn't get delivered or what?
No, go and watch the video in the chat and you'll find out.
It'd be a lot easier for just to tell us.
No.
She's looking for watch hours.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
There is that as well.
Yep. We both do.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, the thing of it is I could play it on here, Laura, but you only get my watch hour. You don't get everybody
Well,
else.
then
else.
Everybody might then go and comment on it, and then I'll get more watch hours.
It's -2, feels like -6. 28 degrees Fahrenheit, feels like 21 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, there, Mark. Okay.
Why is -2 where you are. It's 0 here. Oh, he is a bit
Well,
up
you're winning
more up
then.
north.
Yeah, he's up north.
Up north.
Up north.
Where's Justini?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, he did
negative.
drop off Ross
Crazy.
and say he was going for a nap.
Yeah. But I must say, a couple of the strange things that I've seen in a couple of probably 24 hours. We've got this large mall in the middle of the city, and they've got people standing. Not people. They've got. I'd say the younger people. And they were doing TikToks in the middle of the. Two guys and a girl, young, and they were dancing and doing all the TikTok moves, and a guy with a camera on a gimbal taking photos of them, and everybody else was taking photos as well.
See, now you'll see what happened.
Okay, everybody ready? You got your popcorn and pop and everything, or what?
Yeah.
Joe's
Yeah,
already
you're gonna like
seen
this.
Oh, Joe.
You have termites in your smile. You have all the tender sweetness of a seasick crocodile, Mr. Grinch. Given the choice between the two of you, I'd take the seasick crocodile. You're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. You're a nasty, wasty skunk. Your heart is full of unwashed socks. Your soul is full of gunk, Mr. Grinch. The 3 words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote: stink, stank, stunk. You're a rotter, Mr. Grinch. You're the Mr. Grinch.
The Grinch stole my Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Well,
Yeah.
Laura, the best laid plans,
Yep.
It's right. I didn't put the lights on it, so it just means I get to redo it.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned something today.
Oh,
Oh.
what did you learn?
Boy, there's not a boring world then if you still learn something.
I learned that Paul's stream is the same address because of what Dominic said. So I've got it on a bookmark now.
Yeah,
Yep.
I got mine up on the top of on the link bar up top for all the different stuff I watch.
It's
Click on it.
always the same every time.
It's always
Yep.
the same. I let Paul
It's a
Scooter.
recurring meeting. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I just, about 5 minutes before,
Reminds me.
5 minutes before, I just hit the link. And if anybody's there, they're there.
I want to go and see if I can get mine to stay at the same link.
Because even Joe there, sometimes we're on like 4:45 before the YouTube. You just click that and you'll be in with us before we even go live.
Yeah, because we chit chat before we go live.
Yeah.
Yahoo
Yeah,
will get blackball before the show starts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on what time it is in your zone,
Yeah.
because it's 9:15 my time. I just hit that link and away we go.
Ooh, lights are on. Must be a train coming.
Yay.
Yeah, I was sitting there watching. Got this crossing. There's a lot of trains go through, but they shut when no trains are coming through. They shut the lights off. So when the trains come, they turn the lights on. So they're red. So one's got to be coming from the far direction coming this way. So,
Mhm.
and it's right from the sighting. So, yeah. Because the one I watch here, this is in Houston, Texas, but is it? Did I get the right one? Or yeah, right there. This is the one I watch, right? But the light she came on and it's red down here, but they go that way there. They got the crossing up. There's a train just coming across right now.
Yeah,
Now,
that could be it could be problematic if the lights go off on the wrong time.
yeah, really, hey? Yeah.
I
Holy,
can see a problem there.
holy mackerel, how many locomotive engines they got on there? Whoa, there's another one. Wow.
And
Yeah. But anyways, I watched that one quite a bit. Yeah, that's right there, Mark. What? What do you want? Oh.
I give a lot of credit to those guys down there fishing.
Yeah, a little chilly down there for fishing.
Oh, look at all the pole holders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They got 14 rods out there.
Well, they must be fishing, must be running right now.
Not really, but they do catch them every once in a while.
I don't know about you guys, but I know this is Texas. But if you ask me, that's snow coming down.
Mm.
Huh?
Ice pellets.
Or something. Holy mackerel. That's
I didn't think.
I would say at a minimum that's sleet, Paul.
yeah.
Rain.
That's Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got many things to talk about, Mark.
Mm.
Paul, you said that was Houston?
We never
Yeah.
run out.
Yes. Yep. But you know, like we used to St. Thomas, where I live, they call this the railway city, or it used to be. Used to be 72 trains a day went through this town, and but anyway, you're lucky if you see one train a day now comes in from London to pick up some cars, but maybe 10 or 15 cars. Because you watch the ones in the States, like it just goes on and on and on. Like you think got to be 120 cars, right? Yeah, just. Wow, that's snow. That ain't rain. Coming down even harder now. Holy mackerel. Because this is live. Well, it's freezing a
Oh,
bit.
wow, look at that.
Like, look at it.
That's snow.
That's snow. That is not rain.
No, not rain.
That's Houston, Texas.
What do you got
Wow.
there, Joe?
I don't know if you could see that tea set.
It's a teapot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
T-set, yeah.
Yeah, that's a tea set I bought in Okinawa in 1976.
Wow.
Oh,
I gave it to
Awesome.
my son, and that's the first thing he put in his new house in North Carolina.
Wow.
Hey.
Awesome.
That's what family memories are made of.
okay. So now I gotta go see it. Okay, where do I want to go? Right there. I want. Okay, no, I go right here. Sorry. Where's the weather channel? Right there. Enter a city or thing. Let's go Houston. Texas, United States. No way. They said 68 degrees down there. How can that be snow? Occasional thunderstorm going through. But right now it's 68 and feels like 68. There's no way.
Well, it depends upon what the upper levels are.
Mm.
Yeah, you sure? Is that a live shot?
Yeah, it's live. Yep, live right now. 11:30, 16:22 hours, which is 422.
Mm.
Afternoon. That's the awful big freaking raindrops. Holy dude. Yes.
AZ said snow is good, but keep it your way. I
Yeah.
don't know. Dominic likes snow.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah. Right.
A little bit different. Yeah.
There's
Laura
somebody
likes the
on
cold
there.
weather and the snow. She goes out and does snow angels in the snow.
Okay, guess it's not snow, it's raining cats and dogs. Oh, yeah, those are freaking big raindrops. Holy
Yeah.
shit. Train
But
drivers going on strike tomorrow again. Huh?
They look like sleet, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah,
Ice rain.
something.
Well, Laura, where's the Grinch tonight?
He's away.
He's not talking to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's over Houston, Texas now. Yeah. Raining like hell down there.
That's Louisiana back to Houston.
Oh, yeah. Well, they should have called for tornadoes in that area today or something, I think. I was watching
Yeah,
right before y'all.
just starting to hit us.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be in northern Louisiana, though. Well, I don't think it's in the bottom end, but. AZ said that was hail. Now, it could be from the thunderstorms again. Yeah.
You know, kind of watching the weather because it's supposed to get through us tonight.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, just a little brief showers, different places. But I was looking at the trip coming back. It's going to be from 10 o'clock to about 2:30 coming back. And from Baton Rouge to me, it's going to be heavy thunder showers like that.
Oh, jeez.
So I've got about 85 miles of probably pretty good rain.
Yeah. I just downloaded a new app the other day. I wonder how. What the hell do they call it? My Radar. And it's kind of a cool thing here. You can do a lot of different settings. Gulf of Mexico, Lafayette. From Galveston to Lafayette. And then into Rouge right later on.
Yeah, if you see a map of New Orleans and then you see the Lake Pontchartrain that is right above New Orleans, that's where the O's at. That's Lake Pontchartrain.
Yeah,
if you look at that point on the map, that's if you go straight up from the O to the other side, I'm right there. That's where I live, right there.
Okay.
Oh, you got a bad coming. That's at 8 o'clock.
It's coming. Yep, I live right about where he was pointing at.
Yeah.
Because there it is right now. It's just getting to you. There's 6 o'clock. 8, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
Then it should be done.
Yep.
But right where you were pointing right there, that was exactly probably where I was at, right about where I'm at.
Hey, say Brooknax, hey, how you doing, buddy? Haven't seen you for a while. He said, you should look up the weather map over here. That piddly little storm over Texas kind of wimpy compared to here. It's blowing up in the 80s right now. It's just a regular day. Well, it must be in the last train. They just shut the lights off again.
So if the weather holds out right like it's supposed to, like I said, tomorrow they're doing the skipper walk, where they're going to walk from the gym to the buses. It's from the school to the stadium, and have all the student body out there. So all the teams going to walk between them, and they're going to cheer them on when they leave. I can get out there in the morning. It's going to be about 9:45. I can be out there, fly the drone, and get that. And then, if I do it right, if the weather's right, I could. Because I think I'm going to drive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up through Natchez. I'll go up I-55, but cut across Natchez, Mississippi, because right at Natchez, Mississippi, that's where it goes back into Louisiana, and it's a drop off. It's I'd say about an 800 to 900 foot drop off difference in altitude. And there's a Mississippi River bridge that goes over to Vidalia, Louisiana, and the other side is just nothing but a sheer cliff that goes straight down. And if the weather's right, I'll stop in Vidalia and fly the drone and get all of that.
Oh,
Nice.
And then it's only about another 2 hours to where I'm going. So it's about midway.
Mm.
But I think it'd be easier just to drive. I could stop and get me a Subway or a Jimmy John's or one of those big poor boy sandwiches, carry it with me, and then I could take my time, fly my drone, and not have anybody to worry about.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the gas up there, gasoline, when we were up there last week, you could find for like $2.74 a gallon. Some places I saw it for $2.58.
Wow.
Nice.
Sweet. It's worth pushing $6 or $7 a gallon here.
Yeah. We're 182 per litre.
Yeah, I was at
That's-
a little more than a half a tank, little less than a half a tank, and I stopped yesterday, and because my gas gauge is now acting stupid. It'll get
No.
if I'm under like a half a tank, it'll come on and tell me that I'm empty, but then all of a sudden it'll kick up and say I've got half a tank, so it's sticking
It go
somewhere.
down and then go, yeah.
So I just watched the mileage now, and it's just started doing that about a month ago.
Hmm.
But like I said, I had about a little more than a half a tank I put in there yesterday, and it was right at $19. That was a blessing, because last 2 years ago, I had to take that trip that's almost the same place, and it cost me $50 of gas getting there and $50 of gas getting back.
Wow. Well, Prognac says there's a hurricane sitting out the coast of Kodiak that's whipping up crap here, coastal. So pretty, Alaska, pretty good. Doesn't even make the local news. Yeah. Oh, light just came back on.
Oh, great.
Must be another train coming. But it's yellow again, so it must be a cross, or red, I mean. Must be another cross train coming. Huh. It's funny, the lights here for CN, which is Canadian National, lights are on all the time, either red, green, or whatever. CP Rail is like this here too. If it's dark, there's no trains coming. The only time to turn it on is the train's coming. It doesn't matter red, green, or whatever the hell color they got to have up there, but they're dark until the train starts coming.
wow.
That's the
Got it.
work
Okay.
that came in today.
The
So I'm
D-Link.
gonna have to hook that up.
Yeah, a lot of products I used to buy were all D-Link. I've had good luck with them. I don't think I've got anything here now with D-Link on it.
I haven't used D-Link in years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one Justin said he was using.
Yeah.
Like I said,
yeah.
the one I've got is
Yeah.
the brand name is Sulin. It's
Yeah.
like some Temu thing.
Yeah.
Oh, T.
Yeah.
And it acts like it sometimes.
Some kind of
Yeah.
offshore thing or whatever.
Oh, Netgear. That's what I've got.
Yeah, I've got Netgear on the other side.
Yeah. I've been using Netgear for a good 10 years now. I did try out some of the D-Links when I was doing when I was a network specialist, but it always came back to just using the Netgear because they were easier to modify the firmware on.
Yeah, AZ claims that picture you showed, Paul, was hail,
Yeah.
but the air temperature, according to reports, is like 50 or 60 degrees, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like
Mm.
60 some odd degrees there. But see, they got some bad storms in there. It could, you know, I
Could
guess
be
that,
really cold up above.
yeah. Okay. That adapter. Yeah, that adapter's plugged in. Okay, cool. 7 9 volts and the center plug is positive. Huh, maybe this one ain't. Ugh.
What?
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay. I think there's one here. I'm not sure. That figure. 5 volts. Nope. And this one. Subway. You know. Yeah, it's on. Well, maybe this adapter will work. Oh, cool. Ah, yeah. Hey, how about this one? No, I don't know if this will work or not. Yep, that one works. Oh, okay. Ah,
I was flipping over to look at the weather cam at Beaumont, Texas, because it looked like it was getting pretty heavy. And they got a picture of this beautiful woman, 31 years old,
Okay. Oh,
and it says, wait till you hear this, former middle school teacher accused of sexually assaulting a male student. I'm available, you know?
yeah, I know. I'm available as well.
Leave the kids
Well,
alone. Come to me.
Exactly. Yeah. Leave them alone.
If he was sexually active student, it's part of sex education, isn't it?
I don't think so.
No, no.
You know, hey, I'm
Not
telling
in
you,
this
leave the
day and
kids
age.
alone.
Yeah.
I'll give you a key to my house.
Mm, exactly. Yeah. Happy to oblige.
Like it'd be a big thumbs up, huh?
Exactly. Yeah. At least we know what to do. Kids fumbling around.
Mhm. Oh, oh, here.
You're looking at the Beaumont, Texas, cams. That thing is rocking. I mean, it's a lot of rain and it is bouncing in the wind.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's the stuff that's coming this way.
Huh.
But we
Why?
used to that. We get it. We get it all the time.
Hmm. Okay.
We just put
Dominic, is that you barking again?
Yeah,
Okay. You're getting pretty good at it.
yeah,
yeah, that's Loki, and he's got one job and he does it well.
good to hear.
Huh.
I don't know, David. He said he was going to jump off and have a nap when he was on Laura's. Sorry, Welsh Rob's.
Rob's going live?
He went live about an hour before you did.
Oh,
2 hours before and went for an hour.
I was gonna say I went live and then he went live.
Yeah, because you went live way before. You would
Yeah,
have
I
gone
went.
live
I
about
went live about 4
5?
o'clock.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 4 o'clock would have been 3 my time. Or 5 o'clock.
Then there was a break between mine and Rob's.
Yeah, because Rob started as I was jumping in the shower. So it was 7. 7 my time. It was 8 yours.
We're trying to get him back into doing his regular show that he used to
Mm.
do.
yeah. Why did he stop doing that?
Because of all of his health that was going on.
Everything going on and busy. Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand.
AZ Stickley's taking a nap. Is that what he said on Rob's stream he was going to do?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how is he doing medically anyway?
Oh,
Rob.
I don't know. He doesn't say much.
There he is. Oh. Take that off. Hmm. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
You're talking about another COVID outbreak?
Yeah, here we go.
Here we go again.
Yeah. That
Getting
ship
close to
sailed,
elections, they got to.
Yeah, I know.
What was that?
They've got to
Oh,
lock the
they're on
people
about
up. Yeah,
COVID.
yeah. That ship sailed ages ago. I don't care. I'm over it.
Did you get all your COVID shots?
I did 3 and that's enough.
I didn't. I've never done any.
I did 3. Third one messed
That
up.
was the minimum. That was the minimum, because if you didn't, you were basically not allowed to go anywhere. So
Well, they had COVID police or what?
pretty much you had to go around with a QR code on your phone. And in every shop you went into, you had to show it. And if
Really?
you didn't show it, you didn't get in. But now they don't care. So if you wanna do that and you want to wear a mask, you want to do all those other things, go right ahead. I don't care.
Hey, Tim.
Tim,
Hey,
Jody,
Mr.
Andrew,
Tim.
and Hot Rod.
And it's pneumonia. That's
And
what's
Rob.
going on.
Yeah.
It's pneumonia that's going around.
Well, I don't know. It was just on the news now. I'm just watching the news.
Yeah.
They're
Pneumonia,
talking
been
about
there, done that.
the latest COVID scare.
Yeah, well, they've got to keep the fear mongering up.
Well,
the COVID that's going around is highly contagious.
the
Although
pharmacies want to sell more drugs. That's a,
Yeah, exactly.
at this point it's mutated enough that and this is what happens to these things, that they mutate enough, they get more contagious, but they get less deadly. That it's mutated enough that the deadliness of it, if you get it, is not minuscule for the most part, right?
Mm.
And on top of that, they have this Paxlovid that they could give you that worked great for me after my daughter brought it home.
Mm-hmm.
We managed to avoid it for 3 years, and it got it late September this year.
I don't know. I've never tested.
But anyways, we got the Paxlovid, and that knocked it out of me in about 2 days.
Mm.
So Ken
Sup,
place it
Joe?
here.
Thank you,
place it
Dominic.
here got COVID as well,
Andrew?
and I put
Good
him
evening,
onto the
sir.
Paxlovid. So I need to reach out to him today. He should be feeling pretty decent today. He started taking the meds Tuesday, I think it was, or late Monday, Tuesday. Anyways, this pneumonia that's going around apparently is pretty impactful to young people and old people. Everybody in the middle is whatever.
As I said, been there, done that twice in the last couple of years.
Now, keep in mind, part of this is COVID has chased everything else under the covers, right? And with everything that we were all doing with COVID, we sort of kept everything else at bay. As we come out of that, and then sort of the normal cyclical things that we always get year to year are going to start coming back.
The problem is the symptoms of the flu mimic the new COVID, the new strain of COVID.
Yeah. Eventually, it's going to be no different than flu. Go to the doctor, get your pills. It'll be fine.
They're all roughly in the same area. It's all respiratory.
But now, family friends are saying now that it's going to be the COVID shot's going to be also the new flu shot.
Yeah, I think they think what they're trying to do is trying to marry all into one.
Yeah, they're trying to. But there's still a rumor that they're trying to do a COVID nasal spray.
They were working on that for a while. They were working on that for a while.
But
because they've been working on one down here.
But do you remember what happened with the nasal mist for the flu several years ago?
I remember we had one. I don't remember much about it.
The effective rate on it was
pretty low.
Yeah. because it was particularly for kids, and then the kids blew their nose right after.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. No. That's probably the same thing with COVID because you're gonna get runny sinus just like a cold from it. So
Mm.
that's how I knew the Paxlovid was working. I literally got the prescription on a Monday afternoon, took one pill,
And
then
it
took the second pill before I went to bed. On Monday, effectively not being medicated, I have this little bathroom waste can size thing that I had sitting next to me that I was filling up with all my Kleenexes, right? On Monday, the thing was full. By the end of Tuesday, it was only half full after dumping it.
Mhm.
And Wednesday, there was almost nothing in it. So
Mm.
from late Monday night to Wednesday,
It was working.
it
was
was
working.
working great.
Mm.
And literally like 2 days really kicked it
Yeah.
out of me.
No, as
So-
I said, I've never tested, so I don't know if I've had it. But if I feel pretty,
There
run
are
down,
a
or-
lot of people that have had it that have no
Yeah.
symptoms. So
Yeah.
all
the
I
na-
do is just have some paracetamol and a bottle of tonic water. And like
yeah,
I
the
still-
neighbor got it from somebody at church, and so he
No, that can
took the
happen.
course of 4 days of Paxlovid.
yeah,
And
now
it
that
was
we have
back to 100%.
Paxlovid, and I'm sure we'll have more antiviral
Mm.
kinds of meds show up
Well,
as well
Dominic,
for all of this. It will.
didn't you say that Vegemite kills it too?
Yeah, it does.
Mm.
Vegemite's good for it.
I hear if you drink gasoline and light it, that'd take care of it too.
Yeah, no, definitely.
You might be a
Vodka,
little hot, but yeah, whatever.
high alcohol vodka also kills it.
That's an interesting. That's an interesting point. What have we used before we had all of this crap? What did humans use for medication? Alcohol.
Yeah.
If you go look at the cough syrups and all that crap,
Vodka.
what's the one thing that's in those things that actually does anything for you? The alcohol.
Alcohol.
But
If you get
the
sick,
one thing,
that's the one time I
as I
drink is
said,
when I get
I
sick.
thought the one thing that was really funny when this is going back 3 years ago when we had all the lockdowns, that we had a gin manufacturer just around the corner from me, and their gin was 120, which is 60 proof.
Mhm.
And if they added 10 more %, it became hand sanitizer.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
So they were selling gin.
There were a
and
lot of
hand
alcohol. There were a
sanitizer.
lot of
Well-
alcohol places that went into making
I
the
know.
hand sanitizer.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny that it was the place with, as I said, a gin distiller, and when they had excess
Oh,
gin,
we're-
they would turn it into hand sanitizer.
So
As
what do we use in operating rooms to clean things up with? Alcohol.
Isopropyl
a form
alcohol.
of
It's
alcohol,
like,
yeah.
we should have just handed out free alcohol to everybody. We'd have
Yeah,
the
just drink.
entire world would have got through this a lot happier.
but it
Form
got
of
to a
alcohol
point.
or Clorox, something like that.
Yeah, but it got to a point where they were saying, "Don't drink hand sanitizer." Yeah, it got that bad around here.
I
Well,
mean, come
for a
on.
while,
Look at how
uh,
many times alcoholics have drank like cologne and crap just to get
Yeah,
the alcohol out of it.
Actually, in North Carolina, there's a case. There was a bar. They had the bar cleaned, and unbeknownst to them, after they cleaned, the next night they were serving drinks, and unbeknownst to them, the customers actually drank the cleaning solution.
Mm.
So now they're in the hospital.
well, there's a lot of people that drink turpentine because it's
Them Aussies will
it's an
drink anything.
alcohol. Yeah, yeah. Well, drink anything.
Is that in
Right,
line with moonshine?
Yeah, it's well, rubbing alcohol is in that vicinity as well.
I think Joe may have had some moonshine at some point.
Oh, yeah.
I remember when I
wait.
first moved to Fargo, there's a store up there called Happy Harry's, and I walked in and I looked, first shelf, first row, Everclear, 190 proof.
Yes,
I'm like,
Wow.
good stuff.
holy
stuff.
crap.
Oh, Was there flavor to it?
No, it was clear.
No.
Okay.
Put it.
It was
You
just
put a
clear.
bit of you put a bit of tonic water in it, and you,
It,
you're good
it
to
is
go.
obvious that it's to be mixed with something because 190 proof will kill you.
Yeah,
You keep a couple of jars in your car just in case you need to run your car.
Exactly.
Well, there is truth to that. That's how the
Well-
moonshiners always get away from the cops. They ran out of gas, they just filled it up.
yeah.
So
Well,
a car
yeah,
could run on alcohol or moonshine?
For a little
In
while. it will.
theory, it could.
Come on, we have alcohol dragsters at the drag
Yeah,
strip.
that's what I mean.
Mhm.
We
in
have engines
theory,
that run alcohol.
Yeah, yeah, but in theory, it only works on a short distance. You know,
You
400
gotta have
or
the
so
right
meters.
you gotta have the right carburetor designed to run
Yeah.
alcohol. That's about the only change. Other than that, it's the same as a gas engine.
So I know
Hmm.
trucks can run on vegetable oil or cooking oil.
You know, they have
Cooking oil, yes.
the Air Force is flying, well, not just Air Force, other places. They're using this manufactured vegetable something or other.
Biofuel.
The biofuel
Yeah, they're
that they're flying jets with. So
Yep. We're working on that here.
Jonathan has a suggestion.
Fix
Fix 44 rubbing
up
alcohol,
pea
tea
soup
soup.
juice. Yeah,
What's up, Mark? East Coast Thrills. And Jonathan.
that's the only trouble with that. Mark.
Yeah, Mark.
It will burn the valves. But if you could work out how to do that, because we've got a couple of trucks that they've actually been running on biofuel, which is a distilled version of a vegetable oil. Because we had places going.
yeah, they're
to-
trying to convert
the
their
local
diesel
fish and chip-
trucks engines over
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's what they're doing here, because we've got a lot of fish and chip shops that have got excess oil. They can't find a way to dispose of it, so they're distilling it and using it as a fuel source.
That could work actually. But
It's
you'd
actually-
have to
It actually does work.
you'd had to retune the engine itself.
Yes, but because the diesel engine is slightly different.
It's easy to
petrol engine,
adapt. It's easy to
Easy
adapt.
to adapt a diesel engine and call it biodiesel.
Yep.
Because I think if you don't tune the engine to it, then you could possibly kill the engine.
Yes, that's why you never put diesel in a petrol car.
It must be snowing inside of Laura's house. I mean, come on, what's up with the coat and the coat and the hat? Is it like snowing
you,
inside?
Well, they don't
Lo-
turn the heat on.
Well,
Uh,
one
Laura?
thing, I'm also hiding my messy hair.
Wait, Laura, are you saying
And even
there's
if the
no?
heating was on, I would still be cold.
Are you so there is heat in your apartment,
Yes.
right? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she put 5 cents in the leaky, and now it's working.
Well, what's the temperature in the house?
20
Laura?
something.
Huh?
20 something.
20
That's-
degrees Celsius.
Yep.
Celsius, I take. Yeah,
That's about 44 degrees
Mm,
Fahrenheit.
20 degrees Celsius is about 65.
something. 60 something.
Well,
20, 180, 60.
about 60 or so.
Because
So-
it's I've
Well,
got
actually,
I've got
it's 60 's
17
not
here.
bad.
I've got 17 Celsius here. And it's supposed to be the first day of summer.
So Tuesday night, I drove all the way to Tampa to fix this drone. It-
Mhm.
And
I'll be right back.
Okay.
you'll never guess what happened today.
Coffee for
You
Hodges.
broke it?
I
Of
just get
course.
a computer for a program.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's the prop guard. These little, I don't know if you can see it. Anyways, these little pieces on the frame on the prop guard are fragile at best. I knew that before I bought it because I bought like 8 extra prop guards when I bought the drone. So I gotta change the prop guard. It's no big deal. Actually,
Mark?
the interesting part of it is I went and found somebody has created a 3D or a 3D print of a better prop guard for this drone. So I'm gonna try to get one of the guys to 3D print it for me.
Ask Caleb. He might know something about that.
He's out in the West Coast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
but
on
he
the other
might
side.
know. But
Yeah,
he
yeah,
might
he-
know
he-
who's doing that.
Oh, no, I found the file, the STL files online. The guy
Mm.
gave it away. So it's already out there. The model looks here. Let me share.
Mark, don't turn off the heat then. Simple.
21, that's too hot to sleep.
There, I'll blow it up. So there's the
Okay.
there's the 3D printed one. The problem is the real one up here is just a couple of little pieces of plastic. So
But the-
it's very breakable. So what he ended up doing is he made this whole thing a little wider and wider at the top. So in theory, it's a lot stronger than the ones from the factory. And the ones from the factory come with little rubber bumper guards on them. So anyways,
I
the file
forget
is here. The
who's-
files are here. Just got to download the files and get somebody to print it for me. So it shouldn't take much to print. They're
Printables.
not that big.
I'm sure Caleb or Uncle
Not
Bill
much
might be
to-
able to help you with that.
There's not much. There's not much to them. I'm gonna check with Brad Austin because he 3D prints and see if I can get him to do it for me. He's up in Virginia.
Oh, it's a lot closer.
Yeah, it's closer than
uh,
Seattle.
Rod.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's closer than
Rod,
Seattle.
that's
Huh.
a good at least 12-hour drive.
I'm not gonna drive it. He can mail it to me. They're not even that
Yeah.
big. Oh, actually, here. Let me stop sharing. I'll be back in.
Yeah, that'd be a good
But-
idea.
Let me go get my little plastic
I-
bag with all my parts. I'll show you a real one.
12-hour drive. Okay.
Justin,
You there, Justin?
Just adjusting his.
He's just
putting on
teasing.
pants.
Yeah, he's just he's just teasing you.
There we go.
There he is.
Finally. No, there he went.
Are you there?
No,
What's
we got him.
up?
He just woke up.
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, who woke Justin up?
So you saw how wide that was, right?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. That's why it breaks pretty bloody easy. You can see how thin that is. So
Yeah, it's not thick.
it's not thick. So now let me show you that, right? So all he did was make this piece
Wider.
wider and thicker. Ta-da! Problem solved. It should hold up much better than this little
What did he make it out of?
30-cent piece of plastic. He didn't use TPU. What did he put in? Hang on.
ELA plus.
Yeah.
PLA. Yeah,
PLA
there it
plus.
is, yeah.
Who made it?
Yeah, I suppose.
I don't know. This guy, Alex Fraser.
Him.
Him.
Did you order
I don't know.
extras?
Oh, I ordered 8 standard ones
say, 'cause-
when I ordered the drone because I knew it was going to break because one of the reviewers said, "Oh yeah, I broke like 2 of them."
Yeah, 'cause
Okay.
PLA's not super strong, so why he didn't make it out of like a carbon fiber or something?
I don't know. TPU would probably be good, soft and pliable. so that it like bounces and just goes back into shape.
How
Probably be
how
fine.
hard is it to make it out of carbon fiber?
I don't know that you can 3D print carbon. That's probably
They
expensive.
do have carbon fiber printers.
No, they have carbon fiber filament. It's not. I mean,
Oh,
it's a little bit more expensive, but
I don't know. I have to see what Brad's got.
Hmm.
I'm sure he'll have an idea, but you can see the gist of what that guy did, right? So his are thick, and the stock factory ones are really thin, right there in the center where the attaches to the motor, and that's right where it broke. Was right there because it hits and it compresses, and sure enough, no big deal. 5 minutes to change it. I knew it was gonna break. Our front faced into the ground today. I think that's where it broke.
Oh, so it went face first in the floor.
Yeah. At a pretty good clip. So yeah, whatever. This drone, I'm telling you, this freaking little bugger, the Cinelog 20. Man, this thing is a little ripper. I'm telling you, this thing is for being a 2-inch Cinewoop, this thing's got some get up and go to it.
Corey, I'd be careful with the Loctite. You could ruin the prop.
You know what I thought about doing though? I actually thought about just taking the prop guards off.
no, he's talking about Loctite 401.
Loctite the stuff.
That's
Oh.
glue.
Oh yeah, you could. I could Loctite it. It'd just break again, I'm sure. The next time I face planted it into the ground or a
You know
tree.
me.
So
It's just a fragile piece of plastic. TPU would probably be better because it's at least flexible.
Mhm.
I'm not sure why they did do it that way for the factory. I'd rather change a prop than change the prop guard.
but,
I
but
broke a
the
prop.
real
Great,
question
it's
is
50
which
cents.
is more durable?
The prop is probably more durable than the prop guard. That's why I wondered about just taking the bloody prop guards off altogether. It's like run it without the damn prop guards.
Well, it does make the drone lighter.
It does. So what? The props are going to take a hit when I hit the ground. Okay, the props. To be honest, the props would probably hold up better than the stupid prop guards on this thing.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I'll reach out to Brad and see. Go, hey Brad, can you print this? You think you can print this with something that might be semi-durable? More durable than just cheapo plastic, which is what it's made out of at the moment.
I think half of what it prints is versions of plastic from 3D printers.
So I heard you got your drone fixed with Dan.
Yeah. Click. We got lucky. We only put a new motor on it. We probably could have kept the motor that was on it. It came desoldered from the board, is what messed it up. But we went ahead and replaced that motor. I was like, nah, I ordered the motors. Might as well put a new one on it. I kept the old one in case I ever get to a case where I break two more and I'll then break another one. And okay, I'll use this, maybe use this one.
Yeah, Clinton knows a lot about that shit.
You know, that little group
Does,
they're on is that's a really cool thing that they do. So they're essentially every Tuesday night running a little drone class for
the one him and
for
Dan
young
did.
kids. For young kids.
Yeah.
I mean, they're teaching them something and they're keeping them out of trouble. You know, it's kind of a after school youth kind of thing once a week.
Yeah, I think they were gonna do 3D printing with them too.
Oh,
Freaking I can't believe they're doing it. I mean, you talk about giving back to the community, running something like that for those young kids and doing that for those young kids. I got nothing but respect for those guys. They're contributing to the drone community greatly, more than most other people I know in this.
Yeah, Clint used to have a store not too long ago. Then he that's why Dan had so much shit he was trying to get rid of. He had 2 or 3 live streams, dude. They had just fucking piles
Yeah.
of drones they were trying to get rid
Yeah, I
of.
remember that one. Yeah.
like a
Oh,
bunch of all tails and a bunch of
Mhm.
splash drones.
Anyways, nice guys. And then
Oh, Dustin, that's thousands and thousands of dollars. Of
hopefully next
inventory.
time I'll get to go over and fly and not have to spend time fixing. Dan was chasing my other drone, my little Flywoo that has the LED lights on it. That was kind of cool because you could see that play this day, although my digital was blowing away his analog.
I thought you were going to say Avada.
No. I was flying my Gepard. I was flying my Flywoo.
Thanks a lot, Corey.
Let me.
Anybody know what Corey's talking about?
Yep, just read it. Manamana.
Oh,
Oh my God, not that.
That's all you have to say.
oh God. I get
And
it.
away we go.
I get it.
Boy, that's a rabbit hole.
Yeah, now I'm gonna
Yeah.
get that thing stuck in my head for the rest of the day. Thanks a lot.
Corey. You
It's
see,
like
he's
it's like the Baby Shark song. It'll just stick to your
Yeah.
head.
oh
Yeah,
that
but see,
has
the thing is, if you do Mana and then you listen to Baby Shark to get rid of it, now you've got Baby Shark stuck in your head.
Wait until you get
Yeah,
a remix.
exactly.
Oh, I hate that song.
Dominic. How
What
about
was
a
that?
remix? How about a remix of both songs going around your head?
Yeah. It's even worse.
Baby Shark. Mana.
Baby Shark Mana. Yeah, let's do a Baby Shark Mana version. The
I'm
remix.
sure.
Well, let me tell you about the job from hell. One point in
Cool.
time in my lifetime, I worked as a manager at Gymboree. Okay, that's the kids store.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're in there, you play the songs the whole day.
Oh God.
So you're listening to "We're going to the zoo today. We're going to the zoo" all day. That's the job from hell.
Kind
Only
of like
good
people
news.
working at Disneyland with the same song over and over and over every bloody day.
But the only good news, I was the only male in there, and all the moms were young and beautiful.
Hmm.
And they used to get a kick out of the fact that I could put the outfits together.
Interesting.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
anyways, Dan being Dan is always carrying a camera around.
Yeah. That's what you always. That's what
So
you have to
there's
do.
there's
Oh.
me and Clint. Dan was filming while Clint and I were working on my drone.
Well done.
Oh, there's more
Boy.
to it. There's more to it. So he filmed this, and then later on, he's got the film of us flying. So there we were working on that motor, and Clint was showing me some things.
Freeze on the wonk.
I know.
And then,
Wonk's better as well.
believe it or not, I was standing up when I was flying.
Unusual.
This is inside the mall where they do this.
Ah.
There's a mall that
That'd
they
be
have.
fun.
Stop.
Did you get dizzy
No,
standing up?
no.
Hmm.
Oh,
Trust me, I do try to move a little. I'll grant you that. This was my test of that drone we fixed. This is some of the guys that were hanging around. Let's see here. They were flying that little. They were flying little things. There's me bouncing it on the carpet over there.
There's actually quite a few big FPV names in that area
Yeah.
that Dan knows.
The
So
guy with the ball.
this was Dan flying around inside the mall. Let's see here.
It looked like Dan
He flies analog.
It looked like he crashed just now.
yeah.
He probably did. He's flying a
Oh,
little
nasty.
teeny tiny. He's flying a little teeny tiny Cinewhoop. And then okay, let me get the
That looks about the size of a mosquito.
yeah, it is. It's probably like 65 millimeters.
Wow. 2 inches.
There's a 75 millimeter that's an 03 area in it. Okay, that was still him. And then eventually, is he chasing me? No, he wasn't chasing me quite yet. Where the hell is that part? That's right here at the end of this that he did. Oh, here we go. See the blue flying through the air? That's my flywheel.
At times, it looks like a UFO.
Yeah. But my digital was stomping all over his analog. That's why the videos. But he was literally chasing my little flywheel. So I literally have a good use case for this damn drone now. I can be the guy everybody's chasing. It'll be fun. That'd be a fun way to use that drone. It's sort of a drone chase scenario. But we were just flying around that area there in the mall.
Looks like a typical slowly dying mall there.
Yeah.
Got the
Well, the
trampoline
mall
center
was
in it.
closed. The mall was closed at like 7 o'clock or something like that. So, anyways, they get to fly.
Yeah, there's 2 almost dead malls in Syracuse, so
So I got
And
2
one
flights
of-
in. Go ahead. Sorry.
there's 2 almost dead malls in Syracuse, and one of them being Shopping Town. It used to be the one where everybody used to flock to years ago from Toronto. They used to go from Toronto all the way to Shopping Town because it was the place to be.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
New York.
The Big Apple.
So I only got 2 flights in. Would have been nice if I'd have got more flights in, and especially if we could have did that little chase scenario a bit more. That would have been fun.
Oh shit! I need a message. I got to do that.
So I'm gonna go over there again some other time and go fly with him.
And hey, Ron.
Ron. What's
Hey,
up,
Oh
Ron?
yeah,
So-
perfect timing. I was just about to message him. Came in safe,
Oh,
right?
Ron.
But it's
Ron
Clint and
Lockwood.
Brandon that run that thing, Justin.
Hey, you got it.
Yep.
Good news.
That should make your life a little easier, right, Justin?
Yeah, for what I needed it for sure.
Did that thing get to you already?
Yeah, it showed up earlier this afternoon. I meant to message you. I was about to message you, and you popped in on the panel. Thanks for the curtain too.
Yeah,
It'd
you're
be
welcome.
beautiful up in my window.
I was like looking around like, I don't have any kind of packing. I'm like, here's an old curtain. Let me use that. Something I was going to throw out anyhow. It worked.
No, yeah, I got here safe and good and everything.
Mm,
Okay.
And I found the magnet for the phone on Amazon, so I'm gonna get that.
mhm.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, good.
That's the only thing I need. I mean, I can use it without it because you got the phone mount one, but I want to be able to not have to take my case off.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna take the pop socket I have on the back of my phone off, and put that there instead. Because it actually is a pop socket too. It has a ring that you can pop
Hmm.
out on it.
Yeah.
like if you want to.
You know, I don't know what I did with that other magnet.
I was thinking did you end up using it and then took it off your phone?
I did. Yeah,
Yeah, I
because
figured
I
that.
didn't have the clamps on there. I just used the magnet portion. Yeah, I don't
That's
know
what
what I
I
did with it.
that's what I figured. You probably used it and then took it off and put it somewhere
Yeah.
and forgot
I'll
about it.
bet I know what he's using the magnet for.
On your refrigerator.
You want to hear a funny IT story? It involves a magnet.
Why not?
Had a coworker friend of mine a long time ago. Doing the same thing I do, support ERP software, so on and so forth. Anyways, he had his case with this customer, and he's like, "Hey, send me a copy of your database." This is back when we still had floppies. So the lady sends him
I
the
thought it was
floppy.
four.
The lady sends him the floppy disk of the backup. He gets it. He can't read the disk. Can't read it. It's all whatever. So he calls her back up, says, "Hey, this one, I don't know what's up. Can you like send me another one?" So she sends him another one. Exact same problem.
No, I got
Now he's scratching his head. So he goes, "How do you do your backup?" She says, "Well, I put the disk in the machine, I start it, and when it gets done, I take it out, and so I don't lose the floppy, I stick it to my file cabinet with a magnet."
Mark.
You know, there's a lot of dumb user stories out there. This is one of those. It's just like you just have to shake your head like,
That's
oh
beyond
my
dumb.
God.
That is beyond
Mark,
dumb.
Mark, the 4 and 5 use the magnet.
Yeah,
So it
the four
comes with a
started
mag-
the magnet. Yeah.
Right. So it comes with a magnet phone clamp, but you can get another just a magnet that goes on the back of your phone case, and you don't have to use
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, the four started it.
So
Because-
Ron is probably holding his backup on his file cabinet
Yeah.
Yeah.
somewhere.
It's dumb.
Oh, shit.
So it sounds like the magnet wipes what was on it.
Yep.
Yeah, obviously.
Yep.
It was weird yesterday. I couldn't. I was trying to show you guys where I was at, the scenery and everything, but I couldn't get the volume to turn all the way down for some reason.
Mm.
We were out elk hunting yesterday.
So did you get one? An elk?
No, we
Oh,
saw a sign, all kinds of old prints, new prints. Saw some crap out there, old and new. Just couldn't find them.
You know, I knew
Wow.
a guy from Fargo who was going to buy a gun to go shoot elk out in Wyoming. He was looking at a 50 cal rifle.
Oh Jesus! You don't need a 50 cal to shoot elk.
I agree with Ron.
It's a little bit overkill.
Yeah, just a little overkill.
I second Ron.
No, but if it's worth doing, it's
A
worth
tad
overdoing.
overkill.
You go make sure he's really dead, right?
Beyond dead. I would just use a shove a bag. Got her at 300. Be fine.
I don't know. It could have been worse. He could have took a Mark 19. You know what a Mark 19 is?
Yeah, I do.
the auto shooting grenade launcher.
Mm.
Ron, Max just said Ron has a lovely room of death.
Max.
Smiley face.
He does.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, my new guest should be arriving soon.
Yeah, I was gonna
All
say he's
the
about to get another one.
materials came in. Yeah.
Hi, Max.
I think we're all excited for you. I think everybody in the community is excited about it as you are, Ron.
Mm.
I am.
Let
Yeah.
me add that to my-
New addition.
Yeah,
Victor,
exactly.
Elvis, and Matthew will have a new friend. So they've got to share the room with.
And a
I
friend
want to
with a
whack a
story.
coyote. Yeah, I want to whack a coyote too. Not sure where I'm going to put
So
him.
what are you picking up today?
Oh, nothing today. I'm just my friend had a little emergency today. I just came in from his house.
You can probably get a roadkill coyote in your area.
No, I do see him out here. Yep. No, I want to shoot one.
Oh, here's a question for you, Ron, because I saw the other night the deer were wandering around in my neighborhood, and one of the deer must have hurt his front right hoof because he was hobbling around on 3 legs, and I was wondering, I wonder if his foot will ever get better. He must have slipped or twisted.
Could have been a fence.
Have you ever seen them hurt their legs like that?
Yeah, a lot of times they're hit by cars. It might be a very minor hit. You know, all depends. This
Looked like
time
it
of
was
year
probably
during the
something
rut,
with his hoof.
yeah, We see a lot of injured deer this
I
time of
know
year.
occasionally
Dead
they
deer.
get their head stuck like on a piece of plastic or on a
Oh
container.
yeah, I've seen them stuck at fences. Whoa.
Do they tend to survive, you think?
If
Or
they can
heal
get
up?
out, you know. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
this
winter time.
Yeah, well, it's a neighborhood in Florida, so he's not stuck anywhere. So plenty of flowers to eat.
I did see a law show from Maine, and the two moose, they got their antlers. No, it was two deer got their antlers stuck together.
Oh,
They
yeah,
do that.
I've
Yeah,
seen
when they
it.
bite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were thinking of trying to cut the antlers off the deer to free them.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do
that's
that.
how they. Yep, that's how they do it.
You just
Yeah,
trick
it's
both
a
of them.
dangerous
They
thing
were
to do, though.
fighting and ended up locking antlers.
Yep. Very
just-
common thing.
You just trank both of them, drop them, and cut it off. And when they wake up, they go about their business.
Yeah.
Not like the antlers won't grow back.
Yeah.
Oh
Hey,
man.
Mortis.
Yeah, to me, Ron, it didn't look like he'd been hit by a car or anything. The leg didn't look deformed or no blood, no wounds, almost like he slipped on the concrete, twisted his ankle or something, like a human would.
Oh, yeah, very easily.
So
Yeah.
hopefully he'll be okay. Not that I need one more deer eating all the flowers around here, but whatever.
Yeah, I brought a couple into the yard today. I just haven't been feeding them because I want the turkey to go away.
You got a turkey?
A turkey?
Mark,
A flock of turkeys, huh?
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, we have
And
a
I
flock
chase
in
them.
our neighborhood.
Yeah, I've talked to a couple people about like an air gun or a paintball gun, and I'm like, thinking it might be illegal. Harassing wildlife.
You know, I chased one the other day because he happened to be in my yard when I was flying my FPV drone. I'll just say this. He vacated the area pretty damn quick with the high-pitched whine from that FPV drone flying around.
Man, it can't be any more of a harassment than you yelling obscenities at him on your back porch.
Well, that's a whole different story. Mother.
all sorts of obscenities.
I told you how I got rid of the sandhill cranes that were trying to eat through my pool cage,
Yeah.
right? I hit them with the squirt gun.
Squirt gun.
Yeah, the squirt gun, and they didn't come back for 2 years.
Wow. Maybe I should buy a big squirt gun.
Yeah, big squirt gun might work. You never, you literally never. I figured they'd be right back, but no, they just quit coming to my neighborhood after I shot them with the squirt gun.
Did they come back eventually?
Yeah, they walk by. They don't come near the cage anymore. They don't come anywhere near my pool cage.
So they remember.
Apparently, they remember because they don't come anywhere near my pool cage anymore. It was the most humane thing I could do. Shoot 'em with
Maybe,
a squirt
Mark.
gun.
Maybe.
Where are we at there?
We'll see whether the turkey ever walks through my front yard again. If I never see the turkeys in the front yard, he probably remembered.
Yeah, they're all up at the neighbors, all the deer.
I know the sandhill cranes don't like drones.
Good.
Yeah, you got to
And
be
that's
real
my
careful.
and that's
with
my
those.
and that's my camera drones flying around that. Or no, I think I've had the Avata around them, so it's pretty high pitched.
Mark,
You got to be real careful with sandhill cranes because there's a lot of pro sandhill crane activists that live around too. Yeah, they like to narc on people for messing with them.
Mark White.
My neighbors
said,
are fine; they wouldn't care.
Mark White said Ron is getting the bear he shot stuffed. Ron.
Yeah.
He's telling Rigger.
Stuffed bear, exactly. He already had the bear steaks.
Oh,
Well, actually, he's probably still got some of the bear steaks left. Did you eat it all yet, Ron?
I didn't get a chance to eat any of it.
No, he
Oh.
lost it when his freezer.
I lost it
Yeah.
when my
Freezer went
freezer.
down.
Oh, that's right.
I
ooh,
lost a whole bunch of
Freezer
stuff.
collapsed. Yeah.
Yeah.
oh,
That sucks.
that
Yeah, he had to have the
stinks.
guy come in and redo the electrical in his garage because the freezer
Yeah.
kept popping the breakers.
Yeah, because you know he goes away to work for quite a while. You know.
Yep.
Did they figure out why the freezer was tripping it?
It was on a GFI, and much anything will trip those. But
Oh,
are you guys going to be on for a couple of minutes?
Yeah.
yeah.
At least.
I'm just pulling it. Hey Hodges, look what I got! Woohoo! Just came from Don's house.
What is that? He froze.
Buffalo burger.
Oh, you
Ooh.
dog.
Oh boy.
Oh, buffalo burgers. I think Joe likes buffalo burgers.
I think
So how
his
you doing,
connection
Joe?
just went to hell.
Doing okay. Just relaxing because tomorrow's gonna be hell day.
Oh,
What did
yeah.
doctor What did
Tomorrow's
doctor
a-
say for Monday?
Tomorrow's a travel day, right?
Yeah. Tomorrow's a travel day for me. The doctors, we did an EKG, the echo, everything was fine.
Oh, good.
And I haven't had chest pain since Friday and haven't taken Ozempic this week.
Good. Well, maybe just
So,
the body's still adjusting.
I'm thinking it's the Ozempic.
I'm willing to bet it is the Ozempic is the cause. So I don't probably not take another Ozempic.
I'm gonna play it by ear. I probably won't.
I would not if I were you.
Guess the answer is listen to whatever your
Mark,
doctor tells you.
Mark, I've never had curry.
You've never had curry?
Nope.
Get on it.
It smells, certain curry smells good when someone's cooking.
Get on it.
I've never had it either.
That is delicious.
I'm sure.
Potato,
I'm sure
cauliflower,
Dominic has
chicken
had
bacon.
it. Is given how many Asians are in Australia.
Yeah.
I mean, for
I'm-
God's sakes.
I'm gonna say this. I'm not this does not sound in any way, shape, or form racist, but we have a lot of Indians here and they have infused their beautiful food into our culture. So
How the hell does that sound any bit racist?
Yeah,
I know,
exactly.
but
That doesn't at all.
You didn't even
So-
have to say that for that statement. That was just
I
saying.
know, but I had to put the disclaimer on there because
Oh my
someone
God.
will get offended.
Yeah. You know, there's nothing wrong with other cultures bringing their food in that you happen to enjoy. Great.
I know, and they
Right?
should be.
The world
Well,
gets to share. The world gets to share the world's cuisine.
I'll
Yeah,
name
No big
three.
deal.
I'll name three countries that are heavily influenced in this area: Indians, the Greeks, and the Italians. And I'm like, being Italian as well. So
I would have thought
yeah.
like
You are
Vietnamese or Thai.
there's actually not many.
That's weird.
Vietnamese.
That's weird.
That'd probably be fourth on that list.
Vietnamese and Thai are heavily use curry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They're not, but there are different forms of curry because you've got the Indian curry and then you've got the Asian curry.
Yeah, when
And
people
obviously-
think of curry, they think of India, though.
And obviously you're closer to Vietnam and Thailand, so I would have thought you would have
Uh,
had
yeah.
'cause-
more influence from them.
because
Oh, well,
my neighbor's Vietnamese, so they regularly cook with curry.
There's probably more in Perth, which is on the other side, on the west coast of Australia, not the east coast. I'd say as you go further west,
Yeah, Perth is
only a short-
really far from where Dominic's at.
at 3,000,
How-
2,500 miles, probably.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's like
And
New
as you
York and
go-
LA.
Yeah, it's about the same distance. But as I
That's a
go north,
good 30 hours.
30, try 37 and a half.
No, I'm
You
thinking
can't-
driving.
You can't do that stop in one go. You can't.
Depends on how many drivers you have in the car.
But you have to. Or
Tag,
even
you have
with
to
four-
tag team.
Oh yeah, with four, you'd need 4 drivers, but you would also need to bring your own
Petrol.
petrol, gas.
Yeah. No gas station in the middle.
Yeah, we've got, I reckon, on the street that I'm on, I reckon I could find one of those restaurants in that area.
Okay, guys,
Let's see.
fine. I'm going to see Wayne, so but
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
See you, Paul.
so
Oh,
anyway,
see you in the morning.
See you, Paul.
But there's a lot
Bye,
of
Paul.
there's a lot of
Indian, Chinese,
Vietnamese,
Italian,
Thai, and Indian
Yeah.
restaurants here in the US. So
But are they on the same street?
Oh, yeah.
in a few places probably.
We've
Yeah,
got
in certain
we've got
places.
2
Yeah.
streets near me, and I reckon I can beat all of those.
So
I-
you know
if
where I work
Indian,
at. You know where I work
Chinese,
at, right?
Italian. We've got a whole street that's Italian.
Yeah, you
Do
know
you,
where I
if
work.
you, if you want some heavy Italian neighborhoods, there's 2 places: New York City and Boston.
Yeah.
Boston has Little Italy.
Chicago. A lot of
Brooklyn,
Italians in Chicago.
yeah, Brooklyn and Aurora. I know because I've got distant relatives in those areas. Mexican, yeah, there's a Mexican right near me.
Mexican?
Indian, Chinese. Okay.
Oh,
Greek.
Where I am, like 10 minutes, there's a large population of Mexicans.
Yeah, we've got 2 Mexican restaurants there. I've got to go further up that street, but as I go along, there's 2 streets that you go along, and we've got all of that, what Mark said, because Italian, there's a whole street of Italian restaurants. Then further, what would it be? Further east, about 2 suburbs over.
Oh,
There's a whole street of Greek. There's a whole street of Turkish as you go down one street. Then you've got the Thai and the Korean in another street. We've also got Persian. We've got other Arabic food. Yeah, we've got Chinatown. I reckon we've got the best Chinatown in Australia. And we've got Little Italy. We've got, what was the other one? Oh, yeah, we've got the Greek Precinct, which is a whole street. Street's about, probably about a mile long.
But do you have any good
Depends.
pizza?
Yes.
You have
well,
Chicago style pizza.
you need good pizza.
Gotta
Yeah.
have pizza.
There's
Yeah.
New York style and
400 gradi.
it is Chicago style.
Giordano's. Love Giordano's.
Well, I can't comment because you haven't tasted mine pizza and I haven't tasted yours, so we can't
So,
Yeah.
really
Do you
do a taste it.
Dominic, do you prefer deep dish, which is the thicker pizza, or the New York style, which is the thinner pizza?
Thinner. That's what I grew up on.
Yeah. That tends to be the thing, right? It's what you grew up on. It's what you tend to end
Well,
up liking.
You know, my old man got off.
Oh,
I could
Well, my
care
old
less.
man
Pizza's pizza.
got off the boat from
so
Italy.
I-
So
back to your curry. So Microsoft, we have an internal tech conference. Although since COVID, we haven't have it. So last time I went, they have an event in the evening on campus, and they open all the restaurants that are on campus, and they put samples out. So you walk around, grab whatever, you start eating. So I grabbed this rice and something that was Indian. Oh my God. All I got to say was, this was not Americanized Indian.
And
I took one bite of
Okay,
that.
Mark.
Oh my God, the smoke was rolling
I
off
was
the top
gonna-
of my head.
I was gonna say, you'll be Johnny Cash in the morning, one of his famous
Yeah.
songs. You'll
Oh.
wake up with that burning ring of fire, I tell you.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
You'll go all Johnny
holy
Cash.
cow! This is not the cheater American version. This is the
No.
real stuff. Wowzers!
Hmm.
That was some hot spices.
I think
Yeah, I had
Dominic wants to go to Manchester right now at the Christmas market.
Yeah, we've got one here. We've got one here.
Oh, so you're going?
Yeah, we do it on a Wednesday night. We have one on a
Yeah.
Wednesday night, and then there's one. We had the noodle market, which is all Asian
That
flavors.
sounds yummy.
Yeah, there was the noodle market, and we have a Wednesday night market, which is called the summer market, and it's got every nationality you can think of. They also have a Sri Lankan. Hey, Ron, he's back.
Yep.
Yeah, they have a sort of like a Sri Lankan food truck, and it has a very similar Indian flavor to it.
You know, Ron needed that. Ron needed that rice dish that I had in the middle of winter. You won't feel cold. I'll tell you that after you eat that. Your insides
But see,
will be on fire.
The other thing is, if you have traditional Indian, and then you drink some mulled wine after that, you'll be hot.
I don't like it.
Mulled wine just brings up everything about it.
The smell of Indian food just makes me nauseated.
As I said,
Can't-
we all
curry.
have our different.
Yeah. the curry,
certain curry as it's cooking smells good.
Mm-hmm.
makes me nauseated. I can't even go into restaurants.
But I bet you can eat a good pizza.
But one in the oven.
Well, I
Hey,
used to
where's
have
ours?
an-
Damn it!
I had
Supposed to
used to have
share.
an I used to have a neighbor that was Middle Eastern that lived there for 20 years, and the walls reeked of curry because they never opened windows when they cooked curry.
Oh,
Oh Jesus!
mm.
You know, I had some friends who went over to oh God, where the hell is it in India? Their Silicon Valley. Name slips my mind. Anyways,
San Diego?
no, in India,
Oh,
not
Dawa?
here. No, not Dawa. It's their Silicon Valley.
Not Punjabi.
for some reason I'm thinking Delhi. New Delhi.
No, it's
No,
not
it's
Delhi.
outside of Delhi.
I think it starts with an H.
Not Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. Yeah, Hyderabad.
Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. That's their Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
Mike.
And anyways,
Mike.
a couple of guys that went over there, they were like,
That's the problem.
I hope if
But
you
they're
ever go
delicious.
over there, we're just gonna warn you, be prepared for the smell because I guess
know.
you could smell the spices
Mm.
everywhere. I guess it just hangs in the air in that town. They're just
Yeah.
it's spiced air. Is kind of the way they described it. And I'm like, oh God, I don't know if I could stand that for a week.
Yeah,
I know a number of Indian people, and you go to their houses, and it is a strong smell.
But
Mike said
apparently
he
the
hates
entire
painting their
town
houses.
apparently the entire town is that way in Hyderabad.
Ugh.
I don't have anything for you to paint. Now go lay down.
do I hear Sarah?
Oh,
Somebody
boy.
get one of the dogs.
Mhm.
I think I'm moving out of state.
Ooh,
Anywhere to get away from people.
You can
Why-
move back to
Okay.
Mars. Aren't we from Mars?
I'm gonna say
Yeah,
if you
yes.
want to get
Joe.
if you want to
why
get
not
away
just-
from people, The best place to go would be Tasmania in Australia. There's no one there.
There you go. No, my daughter calls me up and she says, the 15th, can you watch Lily that night? And I look at the schedule and I said, well, there's a soccer game. She goes, oh, I said, well, I don't know if I got it yet, but there's a soccer game like that. So she's all upset. He says, what about the 16th when we make the move? Can you come over to the new house and watch it while we go back and forth? And I said, well, there's another soccer game that day too. So she's all mad at me because that's my schedule. And I said, I don't even know if I have these games yet. It's just chill. Jeez.
I think she's just stressed about the move.
Come to Wyoming.
No,
Bill.
she's just her.
See who I was yesterday. I had one guy beside me within miles. With a bunch of critters I couldn't find.
You could go Northwest Territories in Canada.
You could just move out to the
Greenland.
country there, Joe.
What about moving to Greenland?
Greenland?
I'm going to move about 20 miles north and build me a dead zone around my property. Dare you to come in.
You just want cell signal, so in case something happens, you can call out.
Hey, Joe, why don't you just go out
What you
into the
get is
Gulf and build
get a
an
satellite phone, Andrew, and you don't have to worry about it.
just go out in the
Satellite
Gulf
phone, yeah.
and build an underwater house.
Yeah, that'll work.
They'd have to get scuba gear to come visit you.
Till the first hurricane.
Yeah, you're underwater. Who cares? It's going over top of you. It won't bother you in the least.
But I hear this year Joe could get some snow this year.
It would do. We haven't had it in about 5 years, 6 years.
And I also heard that like
delicious,
Savannah,
huh?
Charleston could actually get snow this year.
I think the entire Southeast is supposed to be cooler. And the upper Midwest is supposed to be warmer, but wetter. Because of El Nino.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be cooler and wetter. And last time that happened, we actually had a white Christmas.
So
We haven't had, I
Can't
shouldn't
say
say this, but we've hardly had any snow.
Because it's been warm. It's because it's been warmer. You're in the zone where it's supposed to be a little warmer this winter.
Yeah.
The bad news is, well, you've been up at Fargo in North Dakota. When it's warmer, what happens when it's warmer? It actually snows up there when it's warmer. Because normally it's too cold to snow.
well, I think Mike will end up with the most snow. Night train.
California might get nuked again. In the Sierra Nevadas.
Well, the middle of New York just got nailed with 3 feet of snow.
Really?
Where's Chuck?
Yeah.
We could
Take note of
ask
that.
him. Maybe that's why Chuck's not on.
He's trying to
great
dig
at
out.
snow.
Up near Watertown.
Yeah, he's stuck. He's stuck in snow. That's why.
I guess
Hey,
his
Ron.
internet doesn't
Wait.
work when it's snowing.
On Monday, EKG was normal, echo was normal. Haven't taken Ozempic now, and this is my 2nd week, and I have no chest pains.
Better
Good
now.
news.
Yeah, I know.
I just came from my friend Don's house. We had an episode today. And maybe I'm getting too cocky, but I had words with his pulmonologist. I even said to him, I said, excuse me, I'm just a dumb street paramedic. Because we had him on video conference call. And I said, I realized this was by request of the patient, but you're the physician. And you're not only a physician, you're a pulmonologist, specializing in pulmonology and lungs and breathing. And Don has that requested to severely cut back on his steroids. Mainly because, and I kind of get it, I've had talks with him about it, steroids will hurt you and help you. But one of the things it does is it makes your skin papery thin. He's also on blood thinners. Anytime he bumps into a chair, it'll tear his skin. He bleeds like crazy, he bruises like crazy. But the steroids, and I sat down today and had like an hour-long explanation with him. And I found, I even went to the extent of, I found a piece of about 1.5 inch tubing, and I got a straw. And I said, I want you to breathe through this tube. Tell me if you have any issues. Not really. Now I want you to breathe through the straw.
See what that's like.
This is what the steroids do. They help your tubes in your lungs and your trachea and your bronchioles. They help them from becoming a straw. And I said, you're trying to cut back. So I asked the pulmonologist, I said, why were you doing this? Explain to me. He didn't have an answer. And, you know, I went up, or Don called me today and he said, are you working? And he could barely talk. And I'm like, no, why? He goes, I really can't breathe. I'm like, Don, do you need an ambulance? I don't know. So as I'm racing up there, I'm calling my boss on the phone, who he is the manager of the local little hometown volunteer ambulance. And he actually got a crew together and ready to go if I needed them. But I get up there and he wasn't in the best of shape. But what I think has happened, and I told his pulmonologist this, I said, same thing with his nurse practitioner. I said, you're doing things with his meds and you're not re-examining your patient, seeing how these things are affecting them. And so anyway, I think I got Don talked into not trying to reduce the steroids anymore. But
sometimes it's pick the worst of two evils, right?
Yeah.
When it comes to some of those things.
What about seeing another doctor?
Well, we got rid of his practitioner, and got him a real doctor now. This has been a couple-week process. I got his daughter involved last week, and Don actually got a call from the director of the VA, the main director. Like
wow.
The CEO. Yeah, his daughter called and ripped into them about the Ozempic and why they have him on there, and this lack of different care that he's not getting. But anyhow,
once he heard all that, he's like, "What is going on here?"
Yeah.
Dude, the VA's got so many fucking problems.
Oh, yeah. I know.
They're screwed up.
The best thing they could ever do is just strip the VA down to nothing and either rebuild it from scratch, or they need to just give every veteran that is eligible for it, they just need to give them their own insurance.
Oh, what they
and let them go to where they want to.
They got him a non-VA physician, not a nurse practitioner. And but he's not associated with the VA, but will be covered under his VA benefits.
Well, see, that's what I think they should do to begin with, is just get rid of the VA, give everybody that needs it full coverage insurance, and let them decide where the hell they want to go.
Well, it all comes back
you know what I'm saying?
To politics, but the director did tell him that he goes, I've got about 3 physicians on staff here. He goes, and I don't know how long they're going to last. He said, I'll hire a physician here. They find out they can make money, a hell of a lot more money elsewhere, and then they leave. He said, the only thing we really have here are nurse practitioners. So, and they're not doctors. I'm sorry.
No, they're.
For certain prescriptions, it has to be done by a doctor because they're controls.
Right, but the nurse practitioners are like right on the cusp of like they're treated almost like doctors, but they're not quite doctors.
Jack, are you stuck in the snow?
Because a lot of times when you go to the emergency room, you'll that's who you'll end up seeing. You won't even actually see a doctor. You'll just see a nurse practitioner. And they'll write your prescription. They won't even go to a doctor.
Yeah, they'll in a lot of ERs, the PAs and nurse practitioners, they'll have you back in what they call like urgent care. And then I used to, when I worked in the ERs with the nurse practitioners and the PAs, they would examine a patient and treat him, but they had to come out and consult with the physician.
Yeah, but the problem is you don't get to ever see the doctor, which kind of sucks because there's been a couple times I've gone to the ER and it was kind of I almost felt questionable about their diagnosis because they weren't actually a doctor, you know?
Yeah.
And it made me, and I've even told like my regular doctor, I told her, you know, this is what they said at the ER, and she's like, what? You know, she's like, why the hell would they give you this or give you that? She goes, don't take, like when they gave me the steroids for my ear infection, she goes, don't take those. She goes, they ain't going to do jack shit for your ear.
Steroids? Antibiotic?
No, they gave me like some steroid pills and an antibiotic. And she was like, well, she was kind of dumbfounded why they even gave me those. But I didn't end up taking them anyway. I just took the antibiotic. And she goes, I don't know why they gave you those. She goes, don't take those. They're not going to do anything for you. I said, well, I didn't take them anyway. She goes, good, just throw them in the trash.
So a while ago, I had ear infection. They gave me antibiotic eardrops.
Eardrops. Yeah, that's usually what most people get.
They gave me the antibiotic eardrops.
That's pretty standard.
It's just a little tiny ass bottle.
Yeah.
But the tiny bottle is pricey, usually, if you don't have insurance.
No, actually, it's almost the inverse of that. If you have insurance, they charge extra.
I don't know. I don't pay for my prescription.
Because then the hospitals negotiate with the insurance and it always gets negotiated down. So the hospitals overcharge. If you don't have insurance and you're doing it direct, they'll actually give you a more realistic price.
I don't know. I got put on Medicaid 2 years ago and I didn't even apply for it.
I remember the story.
Yeah, I just got the fucking insurance card in the mail from Blue Cross Blue Shield. Said you're on Medicaid. You were selected by the state. Okay.
Nice.
They didn't give it to Sarah. They just gave it to me, and it covers everything. I don't pay for prescriptions or anything.
Pizza's done.
Pay a copay.
Where's ours?
Done. Pizza's done.
Where's ours? Damn it!
Yeah.
Put it in the mail with a hand warmer. That way, it's still warm when it gets here. He's making me hungry, and I already had dinner.
Pizza.
You know who makes really good pizzas is Tony Quadcopters and Tech.
Mm.
He's got a pizza oven in his backyard, and he made Max and Tammy some pizzas, and he showed me the video. Oh my God, they look so good.
I think I'm starting to become Max. DJI sucks.
I saw that pizza oven at Academy Sports.
I said I could.
Those
saw
look
that
good.
coming 3 weeks ago, Rod.
Yeah, I know. I was griping about DJI before. DJI they're playing some games with their, in particular, firmware updates. I remember everybody going, oh, you buy DJI and, every 3 months, 4 months, they give you a new firmware and you get all these new features and blah, 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 blah. We've had one firmware update for the Mavic 3 Pro since it launched in April. And ironically, most of the features that they added were features that were on the Air 3. So they just ported the code over. It's here. It's not like it took them forever to do. The Avata, the drone itself hasn't been updated in over a year. The last update was to add remote ID. Literally not one iota of features have been added to that drone since it basically released. They've updated the goggles and the motion controller to support the other drones, but the actual drone of the Avata drone, they've not added crap to it.
Why wouldn't they update it?
because they don't want to add crap to it.
Yeah, either that or your drone's working completely fine.
The
and when they
RC,
do an
the
update, it
RC
fucks
Pro,
it
the
up.
RC Pro is the one that really gets my gall to the nth degree. It just pisses me off to no end. The last firmware update was last April to add support for the Mavic 3 Pro. That's it. Other than that, since then, there's been a couple of bug fixes. That's it. Nothing, literally nothing new. No new support, no nada. That's a $1,300 freaking device that at the moment is only good for one generation of drones. No
Well, it's like-
no compatibility with Mini 4, no compatibility with the Air 3. They're being pricks about it right at the moment. And it's not that they can't do compatibility, because the goggles 2 and the Integra goggles and the motion controller 2 are both compatible with the Air 3. I don't know why it's not compatible with the Mini 4, which is also a 04 unit, but you basically have an 03 controller, the motion controller, controlling an 04 drone, the Air 3. So it's not as if they can't do it. They just choose not to.
Well, that's
And it's
that's-
really
Yeah.
pissing me off, because now that they have no competition from Autel, Skydio, or anybody else, now all of a sudden they're not being quite so consumer friendly about their crap.
no, it's because they're a monopoly now. So
Yeah, exactly. And they're starting to act like a monopoly more so. And it really irks the living
healthy
bejesus out of me.
competition drives better innovation and all
You know
that.
what? If they don't update the RC Pro, I'm not even going to look at one of their newer drones. I'm just not going to. I've got no reason to. The drones I have, that Mavic 3 Pro, will last me for the next 3-4 generations of anything that DJI releases.
I don't blame
There's
you.
literally almost nothing that they can. One thing that they can add that would get my attention, and that is 10x plus optical zoom. That's literally the only thing that they could add that would be of any value to me on whatever their next drones are.
What about a better camera, higher end camera?
Oh, come on. How much better of a camera do you need? You can take
'Cause at some
take a
point-
Phantom 4 V2 that
Mets.
has the 1 inch and do video off of that. And I'll bet you people won't know that it came off of that drone. Ron had the Mavic 2 Pro. How good was the video on that Mavic 2 Pro? How good is that video still today on that Mavic 2 Pro?
It's fine, and
It's 100% fine.
This day, I regret selling my Mavic 4 or my
Phantom 4?
Phantom 4.
Literally, once we hit the 1 inch sensor size on those cameras, what little difference there has been in camera quality is not worth the thousands of dollars that they're charging for those drones. It's literally just not worth the upgrade. And I've been trying to convince people that it's all bullshit, and everybody that's pushing this stuff and going, oh, you got to get, oh, it's so much, really? It's so much better? I don't think so.
That's because a lot of them are just trying to keep up with everybody and have the
It's
latest shit.
minute. It's minutely better. Is it $1,100 better than what I got? No.
You're finally learning this now, Rod.
I've known it for.
Rod, you shows, and I won't mention any names. I like the people; they're great people.
Yeah, they're great people. I get it.
So they
I
get on,
it.
and they're like, "Oh, this new one's coming out," and they just
It's
go on
hype.
and on
It's
and
the
on
hype
and on
machine.
about
It's the YouTube hype machine. Is what it is.
Yep. You don't think DJ watches that stuff?
Oh, I know they do. Where do you think the leaks come from? Hello, that one guy taking those pictures into DJI's building. You don't fucking think their security people don't know where that guy's sitting taking those pictures that got released?
That's because they're not leaks.
They
It's
probably
strategic
told him which
marketing.
window to look out so he could take the picture.
Yeah,
That
it's
that leak
strategic
was
marketing.
no accident. That was not an accident.
Yeah.
It's not an
Probably
accident
not.
that guy seems to keep showing up in the same place testing drones, and the other guy happens to be there to take pictures of the guy testing
It's-
drones
nah,
in the
it's just a
exact same
coincidence.
location.
Hello, David.
Coincidence.
Hello.
Hello, David. No,
I
just a
said it,
coincidence.
It's
Anyways,
just
Ron, as
strategic
far as
marketing.
camera drones go, I'm probably done with
coincidence.
I'm done with new camera drones for some time.
Meanwhile,
There's literally nothing that they can add to it that's going to be of any value to what I already have.
Well, I think
Other
that's
than
the
optical.
thing that they're running into right now is how much better really can we make stuff based on the technology to view it.
So my comment about
Yes.
being sort of dickish about the backwards compatibility is because they know that's what's going on. So they're not doing the compatibility to try to force people to upgrade because they know they're not really adding that much more value in what they're releasing. They know there's not that much. So they're doing these. It's same thing every company does. It's in that situation, right? They try to force you into it when they know they're not really giving you something that's the wow factor.
Rod, see Chuck in the chat.
Oh, is Chuck yelling at me?
Yeah.
Sure, Rod. LOL.
And Ron, you're talking about medical costs. I was looking at my little 3-day stint in the hospital and the differences with insurance and what they allow.
Yeah.
That little 3-day stint was $117,544.87. Catheterization was $80,611. Just for the cath lab, the allowable on that was $11,743.
Yeah. There's my point exactly. This is the shit they do because then they negotiate with the insurance companies to get money. It's a fucking game that they play. It's utterly outrageous what the games that they play.
And then they got the nerve to put $150 copay on mine.
Yeah. It's crazy what they're doing in the game that they play with that. And yet if you went in there with no insurance, they probably would have charged you $5,000 for the whole thing. Hey, we'll take $5,000 and be happy for what they did.
Yeah, that's with my first knee. I went in with my first knee and I had just my insurance, and they said, you're gonna have a copay. And they said, can you come up with $3,000 and we'll just call it 3,000.
Hello, Donald, formerly.
I handed them $3,000 just to get off of it.
Sure, I believe it. You know what mine cost? Mine was $40,000 a piece in 2011 for each knee replacement. 40 grand a pop.
My second one was free. It was good.
You know, the sad part is though, and I get what you're saying, Joe. It wasn't long ago, a week or two ago, I was sitting in one of the rigs that I work at, and this particular rig's 2-3 years old. I sat and thought about this rig,
Donald, get you
fully stocked with equipment, the vehicle. I'm looking at 150-200 grand.
Right.
Not to mention the insurance, the fuel, the housing, the employees. It's the fuel. When you sit and think about all the stuff that adds up, that allows me, and again, maybe I shouldn't get involved in this just because I'm in the field, but no, I understand. I totally agree. But the overhead costs to run a hospital or run an ambulance service or a flight service, whatever the case may be, it's not cheap.
You know what the number one driver is, though, of cost, right? It's really easy, and they all fucking know what it is. The lawyers. It's literally the lawyers and the lawsuits and all that crap and all the covering, all the CYA that becomes necessary because of lawyers that drive the cost of everything through the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I ran West Jeff 911, that was the hospital, West Jefferson Hospital. That unit, no matter what the cost of what we had involved in that hospital, we were running 8 to 12 calls a night paid for that unit every night.
Yeah. I ran a call the other night. Guy got assaulted. He wasn't hurt that bad, but he needed to go in for stitches. That and his nose was on the right side of his face instead of in the middle. But
picked on the wrong guy, huh?
Yeah,
awesome.
He was somebody else's girlfriend. I'm like, really, dude? I told him, I said, all this shit over a girl? Really? But probably get an FU from Laura here, but
the stupid things young men do.
Yeah. But when we get back from our calls, we have to do our patient chart. We have to do billing too. And the 40 miles, we can only bill for transported miles. but just the miles alone was $2,600. Just the miles.
Actually, you kind of underestimated, Ron. They say on average, just to maintain an ambulance is about 220,000 a year.
Well,
Just
I'm
to
just
maintain it.
what the initial cost is all I was saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but even the
you're talking
maintaining part of it.
You're talking supplies, repairs, stuff like that.
Yeah, but
Oh.
even maintaining it like that, like I said, if we ran 12 calls in a night and 10 of them were ALS calls, that paid for your unit.
No.
You know, because we're going to charge you arm and a leg, ALS.
But how many calls did you get where people just never paid?
Oh
'Cause
God.
I'm sure there's
Well, that's not my responsibility. You know,
because I'm
Yeah.
sure that's
I'm sure
even
there's a
higher.
write-off section somewhere. No.
And here's the
It's
other
even
part of the other part of medical costs, and that one CEO went to jail over it, right? That one lady that oh shit, what the hell was that injection? And she like bumped it from like $100 to like $2,000 or something.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
God,
You talking about that guy that bought the pharmaceutical company?
no, the lady.
Oh,
that
there was
lady
that.
that lady CEO, the freaking, she went to jail because of that shit.
Elizabeth.
Oh
Elizabeth.
yeah, there was that one young kid though. Remember that he came in and swooped up that pharmaceutical company and he jumped the price like what was it 2,000?
Oh yeah. I remember that.
It was
Martin
the
someone.
yeah, it was the diabetes medication.
Martin.
It went from
Someone.
like $50 or something up to like $2,000 for the same
Yeah.
medicine. And he got a bunch of hell for that. I remember, oh my God, he was like #1 hated guy in the country for a while there.
There's a bunch of fraud and all that kind of stuff in the medical in that field.
But he wasn't very, the kid was young though. He probably was in his early 30s. He just had a lot of money.
But anyways, that one lady CEO freaking went to jail over it's the Jesus.
You want my child?
What's the allergy stick you stick yourself with, Ron?
EpiPen?
Yeah, the EpiPen. It was the EpiPen that I think she jacked the freaking price through the roof on.
Mhm.
And she ended up in jail because of what she did to the cost of the EpiPen. We need to do that to a few more of those people.
Well, Purdue's still in a big law. They're still in the middle of that big ass lawsuit over the narcotics. And they're facing a $9 billion settlement.
Problem is,
it's about what the family's worth is like 9 or 10 billion or something. They said.
what you're going to see in the future, though, because of a new law that has passed. Forget the name of the law, but let's take for instance, like with the flight program I work for. Let's say we charge $40,000 for a flight. Well, certain insurances, maybe we're only going to get 20,000. The rest may be a write-off. They may go after the patient, out of pocket for the other 20,000. Good luck at that. So what a lot of ambulance and flight programs are doing, so that may have cost them 40 grand, but they're charging, say, like 70, 80 grand in hopes that maybe
they'll make up on one to make up for the others.
We'll pay them, the certain percentage that, that they actually really feel that the cost is. Well, this new law that come out isn't allowing them to do that anymore. So ambulance and like flight programs, stuff like that, they're going to start seeing a big financial change, and you're going to see some places going out of business because of it. Which hurts you and me as the patient out there.
Well, we don't have that problem here in the UK.
We can't hardly hear you.
You're too far away from my mic.
That's because Laura's moved the bloody microphone and put a dead cat on it.
I said, blame Laura. I would too.
Yeah.
Is there a sticker on that glass?
Anyway, as I was saying,
been cleaned.
we don't have that.
And here we go.
UK. And Justin
that pharmaceuticals company will just go to the petty cash box and get that money out.
Watch this if you guys get a chance. You got Netflix, go watch this with Matthew
Yeah,
Brown,
watch the first episode.
Painkiller. It's all about the Purdue
Yeah.
lawsuit. Oh man, it's such a good show. It's like a mini series. But if you want a good idea of how dirty Big Farm is, man, that movie does a really good job.
You know,
Mini
here's
series.
the interesting part. The government's trying to go after all those med companies over the painkillers in addiction, right? Have you ever stopped to ask yourself who approved them to produce them in the first place? The freaking government. So
Well,
how
in
is
reality-
how is it the government is going after them when it was the government that let them do it in the first fucking
Yeah,
place?
but in reality, who gave them to the patients? Doctors did. The doctors were the ones writing the shit like candy. I mean, there was places, there was doctor offices that were just revolving doors. People would come in.
yeah, I know.
Oh,
I know.
I stubbed my toe. Okay, here's a script for 90 Percocets for the next 4 months. You know, it's
Justin,
just ridiculous.
I had a guy on my team die from that.
I get you.
I'm very,
I've had-
very aware, very, very aware of what they can do.
Oh yeah, I had 3 different people I knew up in North Carolina when I was living there that died from overdose.
He had asthma on top of it. He flew
That's all I said.
home. He flew home, got upgraded to first class because we flew around all the time, so we always got the upgrades going back into Fargo. Freaking got himself drunk as a freaking skunk. Apparently so bad that he had to take a taxi home. And apparently when he got home, he popped a few pills and he must have had an asthma attack. He never woke up again. He
Mark, watch
literally never woke up.
Painkillers. You'll like that.
So it was pretty much an accident. I don't know whether it was the OD or whether it was an asthma attack that killed him, but obviously
Yeah.
the combination is what did him in, and he was 42.
Laura,
Sad. I mean, sad
I was
to
going to
see.
use this wine glass tonight,
Get that
but I
sticker off.
didn't. Like, no,
Yep.
I don't get her off.
Yeah, I had 3 different people that I was pretty good friends with up in North Carolina that died from OD from pills.
Yeah.
And one of them was only 19 when he passed away. I was friends with his sister, and it was her younger brother, and he died.
He got hooked from a surgery, which I find rather interesting, Ron, because my God, when I had my knee replacements done, I had one in July of 2011 and the second one in November of 2011, and then a clean out the following 2012. And then we redid the other knee probably about July of 2012. I probably spent a year on those heavy meds. I never end up hooked. So I don't know what it is, how some people do and some people don't.
I'll be honest with you. When I had my knee surgery 12, 15 years ago, I was on Vicodin.
Yeah, well, we used to have Vicodin all the time.
Yeah, good stuff.
It was oxycodone was what was real killer though.
Mm.
You know, and I initially said, you know, as a medical practitioner, you know, I'm limiting myself, and I was off from work for a good month, 6 weeks, but it got to the point, and I remember this very clearly, that I was actually taking the Vicodin on days that, you know, I really don't hurt today, but man, that shit feels good. And I was enjoying it. And that's where they say a lot of people start with different painkillers and then they move up to things like meth and
Well, and it's not even just that too, is you'll take it and then your body starts adjusting to it, and then next thing you know, you're like, oh, let me take 2 this time.
Yep.
And then it's 3, and then it's 4, and then dude, I've seen, when I was up in North Carolina, I saw guys sit there and take 15 fucking Percocets in one sitting.
But you
I'm like,
kind of
Jesus
wonder,
Christ.
you kind of wonder what's the difference. You know, I was on and off that heavy shit for a good 12 months. I never once had an iota lick of being hooked on the silly things at all, kind of thing. So
Oh, now doctors.
It's just weird. It's kind of what, you know, what's in our brains, what's in our body that causes the addiction. I guess is kind of really my question, right? There's an obvious difference between those that do and those that don't. So what the hell is it?
Well, now a lot of doctors are afraid to even write prescriptions for that anymore because of that.
You can't.
My doctor's
can't.
my doctor's office, they won't write prescriptions for.
All they'll give you now is the ibuprofen 800. Great.
Yep.
I'll just go buy Advil
that's-
over the counter.
And
It's
that's
just the same
a
thing.
cure all for everything.
Oh, it is. That's all they'll give you. Like, so if you go to the ER with like an abscess tooth, or so you pull your back or something, they'll give you a painkiller there at the hospital. But once you leave, you're getting ibuprofen. I guarantee it.
Exactly. They give you the good stuff there, but when you leave,
Yeah, you're on your own at that
you're on
point.
your own. Yeah, I know the problem. Been there, done that.
That's because so many drug addicts, that's where things start with the prescription meds.
We've gone too far the pendulum has swung too far the other way, Ron.
But that's society.
But I'm telling you guys, if you guys are interested, watch that show because it tells two parallel stories. It tells a story kind of like what Ron was saying. A guy got hurt at work. He starts taking pills, and that's what happens, kind of like what you were saying, Rod, too.
Yeah.
And then it follows the pharmaceutical side of the storyline of what the guys at the top of the pharmaceutical companies are doing. That kind of shows you how it all came together and how the two stories came together. It's a very good miniseries.
What network is that on?
Netflix. It's called Painkillers on Netflix. It's really, really good though. Like I said, because it's a mini series. I think there's like 8 episodes or something.
Oh wow!
And actually, Ron, during when we went to my second knee replacement, I was on the Percocets, not the hydrocodone
stuff.
Part of the reason was after I had the first surgery, I ended up with severe, and I mean really severe, sleeping problems. I'd be up 24 hours and could not go to sleep. I'm supposed to be asleep, but the body's awake, and I just like, oh God, I know I'm supposed to be asleep, but I literally can't sleep. It got better as I reduced. Here you go with the painkillers. It got better as the pain got better, and I slowed down on the painkillers. Eventually I went off the painkillers, and I'm like, okay, well, it's like 5 350s or whatever, right? With the 350 basically being Tylenol. So I was like, okay, I'll just swap over and I'll just go to straight Tylenol. The pain's not really bothering me that much anymore. As soon as I swapped to that Tylenol, my sleeping problems came back. It was the acetaminophen that was fucking with my brain, literally fucking with my brain. So when we did the second knee, when I told the surgeon that, he's like, oh, well, when we do the next one, they make a Percocet without the Tylenol in it, which is a 10 milligram. And so he gave me those because it didn't have it in it. But anyways, I basically have had permanent sleeping issues since that first knee replacement because of that. I have to take over the counter stuff. But it was literally the Tylenol, the amount of Tylenol, that acetaminophen Tylenol that was in the hydrocodone that fucked me up. It actually wasn't the cocaine or heroin or whatever the hell is the hydrocodone piece is. Wasn't the narcotic piece that did it to me. It was actually the Tylenol piece that did it to me.
Everybody's different. When I broke my back, I remember going into that. I literally crawled in that urgent care. And within 10 minutes of being in there, they give me Toradol. And within 10, 15 minutes, it's like, why did I come in here? I feel perfectly fine.
He was ready to do cartwheels out the front door.
But 45 minutes to an hour after I left, I'm like, oh, dear God. That was the most excruciating pain in my life.
Toradol is really the good shit.
Toradol works.
Oh, that's the shit. We have that on our ambulance. I'm allowed to prescribe that.
The the best shot I ever had wasn't maybe the most fun I ever had. I fell at the skating rink and dislocated my arm, my elbow. It popped it out. Literally chipped the little point on your elbow on my left arm ain't there anymore. It's like embedded. They left it in because it wasn't interfering with the motion. So I have a chip sort of up in the forearm kind of thing. But anyways, when I was in the ER, to try to loosen me up so that they could actually try to put it back in place, they gave me morphine at Valium. Oh my God, when they gave me that shot, you talk about a head rush.
We'll see.
It was like, woo, wow. I can see why people get hooked on. I see why those knob guys get hooked on morphine. Jesus.
Yeah, morphine stuff.
That's a rush. That is definitely a rush.
Yeah, we can't wait till we get ketamine back. We I don't know where it was located, but the ketamine plant got hit by a tornado this past summer, and now
It was
there's
Johnson and Johnson, wasn't it?
I think, yeah, there's like a national shortage now.
Yeah.
We haven't carried it the whole time I've been there at this new job. I don't know if I still have it at my old job, but
Yeah, they said it was going to take a year or two to get that plant back on,
back
operational again.
that stuff's just shit. Ketamine, oh my God, I love that drug.
Anyways, they still couldn't put my arm back in place. They had to take me to the OR and knock me out in order to actually put it back in.
I dislocated my shoulder when I broke this arm. I broke it 360-degree break.
My mom asked the doctor, why the hell is he talking so much? And the doctor looked at her and went, it's because he's in pain. The adrenaline is running. And I was just, it was literally an effect from the pain.
Yeah, and I was like 13 or 14. I broke my arm. It started up here, went all the way around and ended down here.
Oh, a spiral.
And it knocked my shoulder out of socket. So they drugged me up so bad. I don't even remember.
I'm sure.
Ron, you got to turn it upside down and squeeze it.
Yeah.
You get that last couple of drops out, squeeze that thing.
Yeah. I'm not that desperate.
I remember my dad said they had to have a couple doctors and a nurse, and they all had to grab my arm because it was broken. And they all like grabbed it in strategic places because they had to put my arm back into socket. Why my arm was broken. So that was completely knocked out. I was so drugged up.
The drug you really got to watch for is Versed. Versed is an amnesiac, and
yeah, I've seen some people on that.
A lot of times they'll give you Versed. It'll knock you out, but it won't. There are certain drugs that'll knock you out, certain ones that'll knock you out and give you pain relief. Versed will only, but the problem with Versed is you don't remember so many things.
So it's pain relief by not remembering it, huh?
Correct.
Interesting.
And they gave me that plus propofol when I had my sinus surgery a couple of years ago. And here's the funny thing: was about 2 years ago. Been 3 years ago. While still living in Rapid City, I was pissed off that the city was not coming and plowing our street. So I went down to our local little city building and bitched them out. Yelled at the secretary. This guy came out who was a previous cop. He's now the city manager. He came out and said, sir, what's the problem? And I explained the situation. He understood my concerns and he said, from now on, we'll start plowing your street. We're sorry we missed your street. 2 weeks later, I went for this surgery. And I remember I was getting pretty apprehensive. It's the first time I've had surgery where they put me completely out and put you on a ventilator and everything. So I remember telling the nurse, saying, yeah, this stuff ain't touching me at all. The next thing I remember is looking at another nurse in the recovery room, her telling me to calm down. She goes, Ron, your pulse ox is 97%. You are fine. And I remember yelling to her, I can't breathe. The next thing I remember is sitting in my recovery room, fully dressed, and my friend's wife and daughter sitting there going, Ron, are you ready to go home?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Jesus.
I don't know. So the nurse comes in, and I do remember that. She said, yeah, I think he's okay to go home. Well, the next morning, they take me home, and I kind of vaguely remember the drive home. But the next morning, I go down to the local convenience store, and my chief of police is there. And he walks up to me, and he's a friend of mine. I used to motorcycle ride with him and everything. He walks up, gets in my face. He's a big dude, like 6'3", probably 300 pounds. He goes, what the fuck is your problem? I'm like, what? What are you talking about? He said, you realize the entire city building is pissed off at you. I'm like, no, why? What I do? Well, he explained to me, apparently what I did, in between the nurse telling me that I'm okay, that the tube is out of my throat and I'm off the ventilator, and in between that and my friend's wife picking me up, that whole part is blank. Apparently, I picked up my phone, called the city, bitched them out about not plowing my street, which I had already done 2 weeks prior.
Oh, God.
Then they said they couldn't get me off the phone. I wouldn't shut up. I did tell them, though, I said, I just had surgery, and I'm kind of a little bit out of it. And they kept saying goodbye like apparently 20 times. I wouldn't shut up, kept talking. Some of them apparently talked to 3 different people. Some of them found it humorous, some of them found me to be a large pain in the ass. So, but
medically induced pain in the ass.
I also found out that apparently right after the nurse told me to calm down, that the tube is out and you're breathing okay. Apparently a couple nurses went across the room, assisted, which I do not remember. So in my, what's the word I want to look for? In my apologies to everyone, I ended up going down to the surgery center, brought a big box of donuts and a I'm very sorry card to all the nurses. Then I went down to the city building, took the secretary a large bottle of wine. And then when I found the city manager, I found him at lunch one day and jumped in front of the waitress and bought him lunch. So, but yeah, Versed is a very,
sounds like you need to be babysitted for 24 hours if they've given you that.
I think it's babysat.
Yeah, and Versed, it's pretty nasty.
Sit.
Well, there's English, and then there's English, and then there's just not
English.
Yeah.
I prefer not English.
Apparently. How is everybody?
I'm okay, Chuck. How are you?
Less snowy than you.
What was that? We don't have any snow left at all. It's gone. It was like 50 degrees today.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, here, it's like when you talk about Syracuse, they always like to include up towards the Tug Hill Plateau, which is east of the lake. They get a lot of snow.
They give what's the temperature?
Up towards Fort Drum.
Well, not quite that far, but they get a lot too. But most of the snowfall is typically due east of the lake. Gets the most fetch.
It's -1 here.
-1 Celsius was that about
30
Is it
29 or 30?
Yeah. Yeah, right. I guess like 30. I mean,
right in there, just below freezing.
That's such a great temperature, not.
Got to -4 last night.
Hey.
What is 20 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius?
A lot warmer than this.
20 20. I keep getting dyslexic. 20 Fahrenheit to Celsius.
-8 or something.
Negatives close. -7, I guess. Anyway,
I'm just gonna say
that's
between 7 and 8. Yeah.
That's when salt stops to work. Stop. Now I have rhoditis now. That's when. That's when it's contagious. It jumped 2 cells over, crossed Joe and came to me. That's when
Exactly.
salt doesn't work so great anymore, I guess, when it starts down close to 20 or so.
Hey, David, it's 19 here at the moment, Celsius.
Find it.
Yeah. Bastard.
Yes. Well, that's what we've got here.
Well, box it
I'm
up
on
and send it
19
over.
Celsius.
But
Yeah.
careful what you wish for, David, because that box is going to include mosquitoes.
What?
Well, you can't get the warmth without mosquitoes. It's a package deal. Maybe even
Yeah.
there'll be an alligator in the box too. Would you like that too?
Yeah, I don't mind that. No snakes.
Hey, we have lots of pythons in the Everglades. We can
Oh
ship
yeah,
you one.
that's right. Maybe you could fit a python in the box too.
I've got
Be
my
like-
own python. I don't need another.
That'd be a lovely Christmas gift. A box of,
Box of pythons.
Box of pythons.
19 degrees
I said I've
Celsius
got my
air
own
with a
I don't
python,
need no more.
And a few mosquitoes.
a few mosquitoes.
Apparently,
Fucking hate
that's
mosquitoes.
the problem you have down in
On the first day, you did a whole 12-day Christmas thing on what you got from Florida.
No thanks.
I can tell you one thing we got that's pretty bloody nasty. The freaking ants. Oh my God. Those,
Fire ants?
Oh, yeah, that's
bug-
right. You
those
guys have
bugger little fire ants.
You have
God
fire ants.
Yeah,
damn.
we've got that problem now.
Those buggers, if they get on your feet, legs, they will eat you alive.
Oh, dude, I was mowing my lawn about a year ago, and
You only
there
cut
was
your
an
lawn
ant
once a
pile.
year.
No, no, this was at my old house about a year ago, and there was a big ass ant hill. Now, I was just mowing in my slippers because it was just a small backyard, and I stepped right into an ant hill right when I turned the lawnmower decided to cut out,
They're
Oh,
fast.
Jesus.
and I
things are
didn't
fun.
realize it.
You knew
Oh
it
man,
soon
it ran
enough.
up my leg.
You wound up with a bunch of blisters, didn't you?
Yeah, a bunch of
Yeah,
little,
the
they look
pimply
like
things,
pimples,
right?
Yeah, the little
Yeah.
pimples, blister shit. Yeah.
I
fucking all over my legs.
I was in, what was I, like 19 or something? I was at my grandfather's place in the Space Coast, and I had a stick that was maybe, I don't know, 2 feet long, and there's an active fire ant hill, and I shoved that thing down in there. And before I could even let go of the stick, they were at the top of the stick, almost to my hand. I mean, it was like,
Yeah,
whoa.
they're bastards. They're
They are
bastards.
fast, and like I'm lucky because because you guys know that massive bites from those things, and they're just
Yeah, it's nasty.
they hurt, and then you get like that pimply thing on you. and,
Yeah.
like,
That happened to me when I flew with Ken. That day that I flew with Ken, he's like, "Hey, there's an anthill here. Look out for it." And I
There
was
have
messing
been-
around. I was messing around with my lanyard, and ended up stepping right on the anthill. Oh goddamn! They eat my foot
there have been
alive.
elderly people have been killed by those damn things.
My sister's highly allergic to ants.
I mean,
She
like,
freaks
just-
out every time she sees them.
They're nasty, and you guys like Disney World does a great job of treating their property, so you don't know they even exist. But I mean, I can't imagine what they spend.
The worst insect to piss off is a wasp.
Hornet, no wasps. Wasps are okay. They're
no,
nasty.
my brother,
Hornets.
my brother
Freaking
set
hornets are
fire
worse.
to a wasp nest when he was a kid, and all the wasps attacked him. So we decided to jump in the water, which is what they tell you to do. He was in the water for 20 minutes, and then when he got out, they still got him. Them fuckers were not letting up.
No, but hornets are worse because we have bald faced hornets around here. I think Ron knows what I'm talking about. I think they're nationwide, but
We don't have a problem with that.
they build a nest like the size of your head. Those sons of bitches. You see the videos on YouTube. Look it up because bald faced hornets, drone guys love to attack the nest with a drone and cut it open and stuff.
I know, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, there was actually a guy that was in the drone community really early, and his video is pretty famous where he attacked a drone, or with an FPV drone, he attacked a hornet's nest. Fortunately, that guy passed away about a year after he made the video.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
His
The channel
channel's
with,
still there.
Video or audio on it. You could hear it going. Zzz, 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 cut
Yeah,
through.
and somebody set up like a really nice Sony. They had a Sony camera set up as fixed, and then they were flying the drone, and they probably had to wait, I don't know how long before they get their camera rescued because it was right under the nest. Because once you piss them off, like David was saying, like wasp hornets, when you piss them off, they're pissed for a long time. They're
I don't
on high
know.
alert for a long
A
time.
5-inch FPV drone would probably turn them into a wasp soup.
Well, I don't know. There's so damn many of them in those nests. When you have like a nest, you know, big as
Yeah.
your head, there's
Yeah.
like
No,
probably
I know what you're talking
3,000-4,000
about.
of them in there, man. It's like
Yeah, I
that's
know what you're talking about. I
Yeah.
got nailed once from we lived out in the country and we had the big propane above ground propane tank, and I went out and lifted the hood up so I could check and there was a nest up in there. Oh my God, they nailed me. The wasp. It was just like, oh,
That's not me,
miserable.
Jonathan.
yeah.
Those little bastards will build
Yeah,
nests
they're-
in
they're
the
bad
weirdest
news.
of places.
Oh, they're bad news. Yeah, they'll even build like if you leave your vehicle in the driveway for a while, they'll go into the gas cap. and they'll
Dominic,
build a
tell
nest
those
in-
people in the
Yeah.
cafe to be quiet.
Oh, well. Well, it's just about to come to lunchtime. You're not supposed to be on this long. Someone's making coffee.
Tell them, be quiet. You're on a live stream. For God's sake.
Yeah.
You're trying to sort out world affairs
Mm-hmm.
like ants.
Black ants are nothing. Fire ants are
Fire ants are nasty.
mean.
That's what they call army ants, the black ones.
Oh, those things. Well, those are nasty. I mean, they're like
Laura, is that your Christmas tree? The hell is that?
It was my Christmas
looks
tree.
like the thing you use to clean out a
Somebody took
fireplace,
it
doesn't
down.
it, Ron?
Don't blame me.
Looks like you put on a long stick and you clean out your fireplace with it.
Ron, go. I put a short up. Go and watch what somebody did to my Christmas tree.
Justin,
David,
you know what
what
she's
you
talking
do-
about.
Is it? I have no doubt it's according to a woman's side, but is it David's fault?
Yes.
David's
Yes.
always David's fault.
I didn't do nothing.
Right.
Oh, yeah, sure you didn't.
You know, for like the
Listen.
last week, he's always had the Grinch in the background. Well, today he dressed up like the Grinch and destroyed the tree.
And put up a pink tree. Now, I can't see David doing this. I'm sorry.
No. So what happened was I was on a live stream with Laura.
Because Laura was
And-
decorating the tree while I was out. Naughty girl.
And Laura and David lied to her and said that the Amazon guy was coming.
Oh, so it's the
And
Amazon guy's fault.
she went out to chase the Amazon guy down that wasn't actually there. David was hiding, put the Grinch outfit on, came in during the live stream and took off with her tree. And then she came back like 10 minutes later, pissed off because her tree wasn't gone.
Smooth move, David. Yeah, right.
Woohoo! I finally have a
And
tracking
it was all
number.
on camera too.
Oh, really?
I've already got it up as far as I can go for the noise cancellation.
Hey, Laura, go
Really?
ahead and put it in the post.
you have-
Put your thing in there. We'll show them.
9 days later, Emacs finally gives me a tracking number for the drone they're sending me.
Oh, Matt's got to call them back because he got his Emacs. The case zipper was broken on it. I said, well, follow up and tell
9
him.
days after they told me, hey, we're replacing your drone because, yeah, you're right. It was faulty from the factory. 9 days before we're going to ship you one. 9 days later, I finally get a tracking number.
David's ponytail got really long.
Pink Christmas tree, though? Somehow.
Apparently, it's going to be here Monday.
Lynn, he has got really long hair.
So I'm
But
guessing
before
they
COVID, I wasn't allowed to have it cut
they
for
shipped
medical
it.
reasons.
They
What you doing
shipped it
back there?
yesterday from California. It's coming out of City of Industry, which there's a lot of shit out there in City of Industry in California, Cali.
Here you
That's
go,
where
you
a lot
guys.
of that stuff is.
Grinch.
So I guess my drone will be here Monday.
In your smile,
Yay, team.
you have all the
I really want that drone back.
sweetness of a seasick crocodile, Mr. Grinch. Given the choice,
Mr. David.
I take the seasick crocodile.
Just rename it Mr. David.
Our one, Mr. Grinch.
He was telling me to be quiet because I was the only one on the panel and I was laughing my ass off.
Your heart is full of unwashed socks, your soul is full of gunk, Mr. Grinch.
He just dumped it all out of bed.
Words that best describe you are as follows.
Yeah, and one fell on the floor and I stood on it.
Stink,
Oh, you broke it?
Yep.
You're a rotter,
Stink, stank, stunk.
Mr. Grinch. You're the
Yeah, so
I
you
was
ran
not
away with my tree.
expecting that. I
Strong
wasn't
word.
expecting that.
Strong word.
In my defense, I told her she could put it up on the 1st, not the 30th.
She looked like she was about to beat his ass when came back in.
Yeah, but now it's legit. It's 7:43 here, so it's 12:43.
Was there a
so it's
sequel
now
to that
okay.
to that last clip?
No.
We need
Yeah,
to see
if
the
you
one
want-
where you beat his ass.
If you go on the live stream, you can hear us.
Referring
If you
to
go on the live stream, you can actually hear us swearing.
Yeah, if
Oh.
you want to see the full clip, go back to her live stream and just fast forward to
Oh,
where
is it
you see her
Hollywood?
leave the room.
Anyways, I'm glad Emax is replacing the drone, but it seems kind of it seems kind of interesting that it literally took them 8 days to actually ship one after they told me they were going to ship me one. Really? 8
Well,
days
wrapped ar-
later to ship
wrapped
me?
around the holiday and stuff.
No, they told me on a Tuesday before Thanksgiving. They should have had it shipped by Wednesday.
Yeah, you got it eventually, right?
No, get here Monday, damn it.
I'll get it eventually.
It should have got here before this weekend so I could fly it this weekend.
This
damn it.
sounds a lot like a first world problem to me. I mean, there are so many bigger problems in the world. Getting your
Yeah, I
drone in
know it
like a
is.
couple of
I know.
It'll be
Well,
okay,
come
man.
on. Listen
I
to
know,
Mr.
but you're
Chuck
gonna-
who complains before the
Definitely a
show
first
I
on
world
know.
problem.
Wednesday.
Your tree.
Well, that's like Mac
would've
got
loved-
pissed off. 'cause
I
he
would have
ordered
loved.
it. Okay.
Sorry. No, I'm sorry. I would have loved to have Pocket
Chuck.
3 in London, and I did
London,
not.
yeah, I know.
So I mean, so
What was
next,
what
but
was the
next
final
time.
results? What was the final results of your classic
Oh,
that you were working on?
the classic actually didn't have the problem. My Mavic 3, my original Mavic 3 is what
Okay,
I
Mavic
dropped
3.
in. Yeah, that's a happy ending. They I sent it to Drone Nerds.
Everybody loves a happy ending.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Right.
Chuck,
I
you
sent-
see,
Strong word.
Justin got his handheld control.
Yeah.
Oh,
Keep it
very
up.
good. Yeah, courtesy Iran. Nice
Yeah,
job.
I was playing with that app today.
By the
There's
way,
a lot
Lynn,
of settings in there.
my ponytail has got long.
And there's no sticker on the wall. So anyway, so Joe, yeah, they so I sent it in the Drone Nerds. Took them quite a while to even get a chance to look at it. Turned out that was a bad decision because they couldn't fix it anyway because they determined there was something wrong with the main board in it, which had nothing to do with the motor that I screwed up. It had to do with me taking it apart, trying to fix it. So somehow I effed up something, probably when I soldered it. But anyway, so they
Folded.
send it, they say fill out a form, send it to DJI and get us the paperwork. We'll send it direct to them. So it goes to DJI, fill out the service report. You have to fill out a service report when you send stuff into them. And so I admittedly said, I flew this thing in Iceland. I dropped it in the sand from my bag and destroyed the motor. Then I foolishly bought another arm and tried to fix it and screwed it up even more. Send it to Drone Nerds. They couldn't fix it, so it's off to you guys. So they
That's
give me an
what-
hour. Long story short, a week, like this is why our Rod's kind of pissed, because like less than a week after I sent it, or they sent it to DJI in Texas, I had a new one in my hands, brand new, and they did not charge me 1 cent. And it was all my fault. I mean, like,
Yeah, they did you good.
they
100%.
I never
Someone
clip this and send it to them.
go ahead.
Hey, Laura,
They're awesome. I mean, like-
Gitchy said that your short made her laugh so hard.
Yeah, I know. She sent me that in a message earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wish that the remote controls, like I wish the RC Pro would work going forward on Mini 4 and stuff. But sadly they're not going to do it. But it's a shame because I mean they've done it backwards.
Because their
forwards.
marketing people are being
Well, they see an opportunity to sell.
yeah, I
the
know. They're
controller.
becoming the typical
Not becoming. They've done some. No, come on, man. They've done a couple of nice things. When Pocket came out, then Pocket 2 came out. They kept
Hey,
the
Chuck,
filter
Chuck,
size the same.
I hate to break in on you, Chuck, but you know, since you got that free drone, you're back pro DJI again.
I was never anti DJI.
Yeah.
I was never anti DJI.
Yeah, but you used to poke at him a little bit.
Well, their customer service really kind of made up for all the shit they did to me before.
I'm just saying
So,
they
yeah.
are not who they were a couple of years ago, and they're starting
No.
to act. They're
Yeah.
starting to act.
But they have always
Now that
always-
there's no competition, now
Batteries
they're
have
starting
never-
to be stingy with crap.
it's very rare when like batteries work from one drone to another. It's happened with Mini and Mini 2. It happened with Air 2 and Air 2S. What else? Does it happen with anything else? Where batteries actually worked?
But Chuck,
I mean,
I got
usually
to
it's it.
side with Paul. And I distinctly remember the Mavic 3 when it first came out. And
That was a pile of shit when it came out.
Here we go. Here we go.
No, I mean, no,
Yeah, but how
I have
often-
not
how
forgotten
often did
that.
they
That
release
thing was.
updates on that thing?
I literally owned that thing 6 months where it was useless to me. I was flying my Mavic 2 Pro because it was flyable and did what I expected to do, and the Mavic 3 just sat
Yeah,
because
so Ron, you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
I
yeah,
what you're saying.
yeah. They released Mavic 3 way before they should have, and shame on them. I mean, they you know, so anybody like
No,
me
as
who
soon
bought
as
it
you
early,
mentioned it, steam come out of his ears.
yeah, yeah. But see, it's kind of like karma in a way, because like, okay, so there were 6 months that I couldn't fly that drone. Now it would have been dead. And now I have a brand new one that can fly. You know, maybe more than 6 months before I destroy this one. Who knows? But
Anyways, I went back and looked. The RC Pro hasn't been updated since the Mavic 3 Pro come out, other than
It's
a
had
couple
firmware.
of other than bug fixes. That's all they've
But what's
released.
it-
They've released nothing else. No compatibility with anything.
Oh,
The
well, it already is compatible.
the Avata hasn't had a firmware update that added anything in over a year. They've
What do they
literally added
need?
nothing to it.
What do they need?
Not even a fake 9x16. They haven't added the 9x16, obviously the crop that was on the Air 3 to the Mavic 3. Although they gave us the silly
in the kitchen. Where you
there
got-
was the update in the beginning of September for the Mavic 3, and it was mostly the 3X features that came out with the Air 3. So they did give us that in September, and they gave us that silly the little visual assist where you can see through the black and white through the sensors.
That's kind of cool. I haven't played with that yet, but
I've literally not used it since they've
That's like
added
an
it. I've
electronic
never
rear view
used it.
mirror, right?
Yeah,
Wasn't that
kinda,
called the
yeah.
augment reality or whatever?
No. Augmented
What's that?
reality is different. That's the flight path kind of thing coming back.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember
The return to home, the little green
Yeah,
line.
I
Here's
don't know.
where
I
it's going to
haven't-
go. Da, da, da.
I haven't tried it
that's
yet
the A-
either.
That's the that's just there. Once you install the firmware and you hit return to home, that's just there. You're going to see it on the screen. That's just part of the app. But the visual assist, which was see through the sensors, was the only thing that was unique to the Mavic 3 Pro. The rest of the features that came out were all features that were on the Air 3.
But I
So
thought
I guess I'll give them credit for at least putting that stuff on. But
I
they
thought
didn't
we
give
could
us-
use the goggles. We can use
I
the
know, it's
goggles.
slow.
We can use goggles Integra and
My
goggles
Christmas
2
present
with
to get
Mavic
off.
3, right? And Mini 3 Pro.
And here's the kicker, Chuck. This is the piece that
Alright.
really ticks me off about
Oh,
what's
do
going
tell.
on with the RC Pro. And
Which
the
is a
Air
great
3
controller.
and the Air 3. So the motion controller 2 and the goggles 2 work with the Air 3, which is an 04. So they prove that they can
Sure.
do backwards compatibility.
Not-
They've
I'm
released
not-
it, but they haven't put it on their $1,300 controller. They put it on a $500 piece of goggles and a $200 motion controller, not the $1,300
So apparently they
professional
have
device.
apparently there's an RC Pro 2 or something.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
Well,
They're
he's
screwing
got,
the
like-
guy who gave him the big bucks.
Nah, not really. I mean, I personally bought RC Pro when it only worked with Mavic 3, thinking this is great. Maybe it'll work with something else that would be great, but I
But
wanted that controller because
now they're basically doing exactly like Autel. Here, we're going to give you a smart controller. It's only going to work with
Oh,
this
it's a CD
generation, and it's not going to be future
Okay,
proof at
Jonathan.
all.
nothing's future.
So why would
though,
I
you know
spend
that, but
$1,300 if it's not going to be future proof?
I don't know. I've gotten 2 years out of it. That's not so bad.
You know what I'd rather do, Chuck?
Oh, that won't
I'd
work.
rather have the RC1 N2 with the triple tech. The RC1 N2 has as good a range as the RC Pro, and the triple tech is an 8-inch tablet that's brighter than the freaking RC
Yeah, for
Pro.
you that works. For you that works great, but for somebody that's
What do
out
you got,
in the
David?
field a lot,
An Xbox.
Xbox. Oh, he's got his Xbox.
and
I
my
just bought a
triple
better
tech
computer.
boots, and my triple tech boots faster than the RC Pro because I only put it in sleep mode, so it's instant on the minute I hit the power button.
it's
So I
great.
can
Again,
actually get it up and ready and fly faster than the smart
all
controller.
right.
Hey,
Again,
Ron, look
I
at
mean,
your private chat.
we can discuss use case again. So for
Yeah,
you,
no, I got it.
no, I mean
a singular
seriously.
device from a travel perspective.
Yeah,
is great.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
I get
so
it.
like it depends what you're doing with the damn thing. I'm not
Yeah.
arguing that like the big screen is awesome and everything. It is. It's like, but when you're out in the field, you got to carry shit around. You want to just like fire
and
up
it's
one box.
and it's guaranteed to work with the next generation, right? I could take the triple tech to the next and not worry that it.
Hope so.
That
As long as you have the output, you need the output to it, right? Hopefully, it has like the USB-C out to it, so it'll like power it and all that.
Do you think they're ever going to take the ability to plug your phone in away?
I wouldn't bet against anything like no.
They
I'm
might
not.
just to force people to pay more money. You're
Well, they
right.
might go
They
wireless, but then you lose. Then you have latency issues. So I don't know. It's like wired's the way to go.
Dominic, what do you think?
About what?
He hasn't been paying attention.
I've been paying attention, but there's so many different discussions going on
He's
between it.
watching some chick in a bikini fishing or something.
No, I'm not.
No.
But
Sorry.
are you
I'm
saying
being accusational
would your
or
comment
whatever.
be along the line? I don't have a problem with if the whole controller was integrated. I think that's a better idea because then you don't have someone ringing you while you're flying.
That is a plus. I mean, it's good
Yeah.
and bad.
Put it in
But then you
airplane
have to
mode.
use. You
Why?
still have to use your phone. The goofy thing is like RC Pro. You wouldn't it be cool if it could have its own like SIM card in it and you could
Yeah,
have
that's what I was.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was just
and-
about to get
but
to that.
that's kind of annoying.
And here's one
honestly.
other advantage of using the triple tech. I don't have to sideload anything. I can install any streaming software whatsoever on that tablet and stream a hell of a lot easier than you can trying to muck around installing some streaming whatever on that RC
I know.
anything.
But really in defense of the RC Pro, you don't want to put a lot of shit on your controller because you want it to be a controller first and everything else shouldn't have all that
Except
crap
for the
on
guys
there.
trying to stream.
Well, why stream when you're flying?
Why not?
I don't know. Ask the people that do it.
I don't know. Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, they're into it. I like to edit all my stuff.
Yeah, I know. But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I get that. But I mean, that would be
There's
really cool if,
advantages.
like,
There's advantages to both.
so that's how they'll get our money next
No, I
time.
don't think it's
Probably
that
watch Rod. Next time
I just-
the RC Pro 2 will have like a SIM card in it. You'll be able to have it. Like,
I'm not gonna. I'm drop dead telling you. I will never buy an RC Pro separate from DJI ever.
Somebody
Not again.
snipped
There with
this.
you.
Somebody snipped this and tuck it away for the rainy
Never.
day when
Yeah.
when the Mavic
I
4 comes
will
out
use
and
my
Rod's like,
triple.
I
I will
just got
use
the
my
new
triple
Mavic
tech.
4.
I will use my triple tech before I buy another one
Hey,
of those.
Ron wants to say something.
Ron saying goodbye.
Go ahead, Ron.
I just want to say goodbye while you two cut each other's throat.
Hey, I'm
Yeah.
not cutting
Yeah.
anybody's throat. I am not.
Yeah, no, I'm
There's
just-
points to both sides. I get it.
I honestly don't
understand.
care because I'm always right. So I really don't care what anybody else thinks.
Yeah, there you go. I guess Chuck
Because
wins
really,
the
well, when
argument.
you think about it, right, it only matters like Rod's using the gear the way he wants to. I'm using the gear the way I want to. Ron's using the gear the way he wants to. And freaking
Ron's the smart guy.
Dom's
He's
using the
stuck
stuff
with
the way he
Mavic
wants
2
to.
Pro.
Paul, like we all use our stuff the way we want to. So we're just sharing what works for us.
Well, all you need
know.
to really do it right is get your download on with Movie Maker.
Well, we should have done like Paul and just stuck with the Air 2S and called it good.
Air 2S is still a great drone.
Yeah, it is 100%.
That's evidence that you don't have to buy the newest
100%
latest drone
Nope.
to get great stuff. You don't.
Nope, you don't.
Because that Air 2S is a solid drone, and it's
I will be
what a
buying
value that
FPV
son of a bitch
stuff
is.
before I'm buying camera stuff.
And it works with the RC Pro.
Okay, Ron.
See you, Ron.
Well,
Bye,
you
Ron.
guys,
Bye, Ron.
Later on.
Chuck,
I'm
Have a
gonna
good
have
evening.
you guys.
Well, I'm
continue
gonna
on.
have to head out soon because it's
Thanks
lunchtime.
again,
here.
Ron.
Okay, Ron.
Oh, come on. The banter is kind of fun in a way.
So anyway, yeah, but right. I mean, RC Pro works with Air 2S. So that's
Chuck just says, "Go ahead, Ron. Go ahead. Go ahead."
yeah. See you around later. Bye.
Yeah, Laura, tell David, while you're sleeping, wait till you're sleeping until he steals that tree.
He's not stealing my tree.
Hey, thanks again, Ron, by the way.
Yeah, you bet. You bet.
So Laura might have to call Ron to come pull the knife out of David's back if he tries to steal.
Well, what I'm waiting for is David to go get some green spray paint and spray the damn thing green.
It's not going to be a green tree. It's pink.
There's more chance of me spraying it in petrol and setting light to it.
Yeah,
now that'd
it
be a
looks
short
pink
to
on
watch.
screen. What the hell's up with that?
It is pink.
I know.
David, I think if you lit that
Hell
thing
is
on
up
fire,
with
the whole
that?
apartment's
It's a
going
girly
down.
tree.
Well, that's like putting stickers on my wine glasses. What
Is
the
that
hell?
Barbie's Christmas tree?
Oh,
That's it. If you want to be cool in Ron's world, you don't have a wine
Hey,
glass. that doesn't have a sticker.
Laura, to be fair, my daughter has a pink tree, so.
What the? Oh, sweet Jesus.
So.
Oh, wait.
It
For
will
the
look,
love of God, stop it.
it will look nice when it's got the tinsel on.
Yeah. David, don't you dare decorate that tree.
It'll look nice in the freaking bin.
When it's got its
David.
box back on.
David,
In the bin.
stop. Don't you fall into her.
JD, dude, what's up, man?
A couple of cans of green paint, you could get it looking green.
Hey, Ron, you might have to go
David.
over there to do life-saving
You should.
measures on David.
Whoa. Get a trash can with hydro dip in it and dip the whole tree in hydro dip. That'd be epic.
There you go.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
You get a hydro dip the tree.
A hydro chip tree.
Right?
I
Get
wonder
some
if
like
that would
glittery
work.
green stuff and like dunk it in.
That would be interesting. That would be
I-
interesting.
I wanna see
somebody
that
try
happen.
that.
Want to destroy your tree.
Yeah, it does sound like they want to destroy my tree.
Yeah, we
I'm
do.
gonna.
No, we want to
I'm gonna
make it better.
We want to
There's
like
nothing wrong
modify.
with my pink tree.
It
Hey.
sounds like I've convinced you guys that the tree should go.
Laura,
We didn't say go. We just said change
Laura,
color.
tell me in the world where you've been out walking amongst the trees and they're pink.
Bye
Yeah.
bye.
In my
Dom.
dreams.
Yeah, Dominic.
No,
Once
no,
time,
no.
I
In
gotta go.
Laura's defense, I can answer this. In the middle of autumn, when the apple trees blossom, they go pink.
Bullshit.
Briefly.
There
No,
are
right,
Japanese.
You said bullshit when I said briefly.
The cherry blossoms. The cherry blossoms are pink, right?
There are
Literally, the tree is
Japanese
leaning.
trees
It's
that
on
are
three,
pink.
Yeah.
on top of three boxes. And I think David bent it as well when he stole it earlier.
It does look a little crooked.
Yeah, it's a little skewed. I thought maybe you're going for the Rocco's Modern Life look thing.
Well, bend it back when you hit it upside his head.
Yeah, that'll straighten it out. And him too. It's like 2 for 1.
So Chuck, imagine
Nothing
hydro
was
dipping it,
straightening
and
out.
it looks and it
Right.
comes out looking like it's already got lights on the tree, kind of
you
thing.
I don't know. You'll have to use the buttons on the back.
Oh, maybe.
Anyway, when
work,
you turn the
But
Xbox on.
strong work.
Yeah.
Is there any glow in the dark hydro dip?
It
Or
needs
like
to
can
be
you get like
green,
fluorescence,
but-
put a black light on and have it all look like
Oh.
it's lit up and stuff?
That would be kind of cool, actually.
It needs to be
A
green
fluorescent tree.
with lights on.
Maybe.
It doesn't need to be green.
Yes, it does.
No,
yeah,
it doesn't.
chartreuse.
It does.
And then put a black light on.
No. It can be white because it could be snowy. It could be a white
Green,
tree.
and then you put a little white fluffs on
What's
it.
David? David's doing something in the background. What's he up to?
He's
No good.
sorting out his Xbox.
Oh,
Bound to the female.
See, Lynn just messaged me and there's nothing wrong with my pink tree.
Well, Lynn's a girl too.
Oh, Lynn. What are you doing?
Oh, wait, hold on. What the hell
girly
does that
thing.
mean, Ron? Don't dig yourself in a hole now.
Well, all the females like, oh,
No, stop.
Might have to press.
I'll just
Hey,
say it's her tree. It
why
can be
would you-
whatever color
Let's-
she wants it. So, congratulations.
David,
Jonathan's
stop
wondering how it
decorating that
changed.
tree.
He's not decorating the trees, playing with his Xbox.
Jonathan's
Oh.
wondering how it changed colors.
Oh, all right.
Only I can get an Xbox that don't fucking work.
Okay.
Because you bought an Xbox.
Needs to
You
be
should've bought a
green, right,
PlayStation.
Ron?
All right. On that note, we're going to tune in tomorrow.
Yeah, and we want to see it green.
It's
Yes.
not going to be
See what
green.
color the tree is tomorrow.
Green.
You won't
green,
see
go
it get
green, go
decorated
green,
until
go green,
7
go green.
tomorrow.
Go green, go green, go green.
Yep.
Somebody
My
mute him.
niece will be decorating that tree.
David, we're voting on your manhood. Green tree, brother.
Yeah, green tree.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just gonna get in touch with his Barbie side.
I'm sorry, but if you don't agree with me on no tree, then I don't agree on green tree either.
You'd rather have a pink tree.
Atlantic,
I'd
that's what we were
rather have
saying,
no
man.
tree.
Yeah, hydrodippic green.
No,
With,
he
like,
would
sparklies
rather
in it.
keep me happy.
No, I never said
Yeah,
that.
you could wrap the Xbox and make it pink.
Lynn, I tried to
That's a
stop
fair
them.
trade.
Yeah, you could have a pink Xbox.
And then a green tree.
Yeah.
That's
Did
a fair
Justin just
trade.
say he tried to stop me?
No, he was talking to Lynn, I think.
Yeah.
I heard that pink Xboxes
Come on,
have
David.
better,
you want us-
faster processors than the regular ones.
Yeah.
No, Lynn and Gitchy are on her side, so
On whose side?
all
Mine.
the females are on her side. So
Well, of course.
Hey, it's there. Hey, check and see where Sarah votes.
All I'm going to say
Yeah,
is...
Justin, go now, Sarah.
no, I'm not getting in the middle of this.
You guys
Oh,
gotta
that's
put a-
right. I'll do
how
an
come
even
you didn't
better
put, like,
one.
Lara likes pink trees because that's what she got the.
I'll just
Oh,
say it's
well.
her tree, it's her choice, whatever.
She'll put a
it is.
vote up.
That side. It's at this actual side in the dip. They go up to where the HDMI is.
Yeah.
And there
All I
should be-
got to
Vote up.
say is go to Santa Cruz, California, or go to Soho in New York City, and you'll
Where is
see
it?
lots of colorful
Trees.
things.
It's like a little switch.
No.
Unlike David, I value my balls.
Together. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah,
Okay,
On that
Bye,
note,
Ron.
on that note,
Green tree, green tree, green tree.
later on, later on.
See you guys.
I think they just want Laura to kill David. It's all Paul.
Maybe.
wants.
That's all. I've just messaged Sarah. She'll come and agree with me.
No,
Well,
she.
Yeah, she will.
I'm
Bye,
meeting up with Gitchy in a couple of weeks.
Mm.
I'll convince her to change her mind on the tree.
Pause on the camera. I'm looking at the TV behind you. Do you guys still have snow, or what is
ask her
it? Just
Gitchy
glare?
just wants to see
That's
the,
glare.
picture
It's
being
green.
It's all green.
Yeah,
Can't
what those look like snow, but what those are is bank rocks.
Laura, how do I get it on?
Oh, okay. So yours all
All I
melted
got
too.
to say is choose your battles wisely. Some things are not worth battling for.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
Green tree, green tree, green tree.
Pink tree. And then go down to
Pantry.
HDMI.
Pink stinks. Green is good.
Petrie.
Oh, you have set up with your phone.
Oh, God. Right, what do I have to do?
I'm gonna
Oh.
tune in tomorrow and there won't be a tree.
Well, yeah, there's
No
that.
tree. There could be no tree tomorrow.
Tune into my stream tomorrow when you get to see me open these things.
Oh, excuse me. Long day. I'm tired.
Happy wife, no castration.
Yeah, you don't want to
Justin,
end up like
tell your
you don't want to end up
wife
like
she's
Mr.
not a
Bobbitt now, do you? Wake up with your parts in a jar.
See, Sarah's just come in the chat saying pink tree.
What?
And
Oh, what does she
unfortunately, I'm
know?
gonna have to take her side on that.
I will speak for Justin saying no
J-
pink tree.
Justin's a pinky? No.
Ugh.
Like I said, that's what
Hey, you know, if you go to Miami, there's lots of guys wearing pink.
Super.
Yes, they are.
No, it's not even
Super.
those. It's not even
Thanks for
those types.
asking.
Yes,
Oh,
they
that's right. Aubrey had the purple one. Kelsey had the pink one. That's right.
Kelsey
They
had
do
the
the
pink
whole
tree.
Mediterranean color clothing down there.
I like
Yes.
flamingo pink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, isn't that a very popular color
Trees
in
are meant to
Miami?
be outside.
anyway?
Yeah.
Unlike Paul Lynn, I'm not digging myself into a hole. No, I'm good with that.
Well,
Well, if you dig
Look.
yourself into a hole, if you dig yourself into a hole,
What's that?
I've got it.
stop digging. Be fine.
Just circling.
Right, it's not connected yet.
Connected to what?
The Xbox servers.
We can't get your game clips. Check again in a bit.
Yeah. Problem is that
Can't see
probably
the
the
outside.
connection's on the wrong side over there, isn't it?
All right.
On the right instead of on the left.
Probably.
Could
Probably
be.
work great here in the States. Send it over to us. Bet you it works fine. It's just not meant to be in the UK, that's all. Should have got a PlayStation, not an Xbox. What were you thinking?
I had
Hey.
PlayStation, didn't like it.
Oh,
Well, my whole argument with this is, and I said this like a week ago before I even knew they were getting an Xbox. We were talking about it. Is if you have a gaming PC, to me, it's pointless to buy an Xbox. PlayStation, yes, because there's exclusive games on the PlayStation you can't get on PC. But
But yeah, if you-
Xbox, all the games on Xbox are all available on PC.
yeah, on stream or on Steam, right?
Yeah, or Epic, wherever you get them from. I mean, there's
So-
multiple sites you can get them from.
Well, I guess that's why I'm more of a kid when I say Xbox, because I'm not an Xbox guy, but I kind of am because I like the PC stuff. Because I build my machine to handle editing, and then in turn, the things as an editing machine, it's a gaming machine.
But as much as you'll spend on an Xbox and all the accessories and
Yeah, you
all
might as well
that, I
build a
mean,
big-ass
you're
PC.
cutting close to where you could buy a really
Where you
decent
yes,
gaming PC.
yeah, or you could build a really good.
I mean,
gaming-
it's not going to be the top of the line, but it will be definitely be able to do what you need it to do.
So I'd rather, yeah, my stuff, I build the PC up so it's insane for like editing, and then it's more than capable like to do,
Oh no.
you know, games if I care. But hey, that's because I got sick of buying game machines. I found it annoying. You know, I keep buying another like PlayStation shit, like the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and fuck that.
Well, the one good thing about the gaming systems, is they only come out with one every 4 or 5 years. So,
It's really
Well, you only
small.
have to build a machine every 4 or 5 years too. So I
well, I'm
guess-
saying if you're a console, some guys are just they love console and
yeah, I get it.
um
I love building computers. So like I get about every 3 or 4 years, I get the bug to like build a machine. Like, you know what I mean? About this time of the year, I get the bug. And I want to like
I
late
see
fall.
it this way. This is going to keep the niece quiet. So you guys should thank me because now Hannah won't give you no grief.
So that's your excuse.
Lynn should the most action his business gets is Paul scratching. Oh my god.
What the hell are you on about?
Oh, she's on about Bob.
She's making fun of Paul.
Yeah, she's picking up Paul. Where'd he vanish to?
I mean,
shh,
it's anybody can pick on Paul. It's Lynn.
What's that?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Who's our Christmas tree?
Mia had to go outside. She's getting old like I am. I can't hold my water like I used to either. It's always from Norway for our help in the war. Did somebody mention the war?
No.
Well, did
Yeah,
we-
we're talking about. Oh, yeah, there was a very famous war in the past called the Green Tree War. Yeah, no, and because of that war, Norway sent us a green tree every year. Yep. Why are you saying me out there? It's the War of the Green
It
Tree.
did it itself. It went backwards.
Right, Laura?
I gotta check some stuff out here.
And then it's stuck
Keep
on.
trying. You ain't gonna change your mind.
Yeah, no, you're not.
We can try.
Hell's no.
She'll just get a bigger one next year.
Probably.
I don't think so, David.
He's talking about his Xbox, nothing else.
Yeah, he's more focused on his Xbox.
Oh,
Oh, he gets
there
to
it
do a whole
goes.
bunch of updates. It's always
Is Tammy
fun.
live?
I don't even get to do that.
Oh, so the algorithm, my algorithm stopped. The love is gone.
Oh, Tammy's live in 2 minutes.
Who?
That one flat.
Tammy.
Wow.
Tammy
No.
who?
Tammy
Tam-
Jean.
Max is
Oh,
Tammy.
Tammy, not
Yeah.
Tommy.
I said Tammy.
Well, when you say it, sounds like Tommy.
Tommy, can you hear me?
To console.
Here's the
Alrighty then.
kids' trees.
Yeah, look at 2 green trees and 1 pink one.
No,
Oh,
It's a
purple,
pink.
green,
It's a
and pink.
green and purple.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
no,
Kel-
but the tree itself is green.
This is
Might be
Kelsey's, the
decorated
pink one.
purple,
No,
but
that's
that
a
far
No,
one
the-
is actually the.
No,
it's
that-
not
that-
purple. I call
No, this one's pink. That's Kelsey's. That's Thomas's, a regular green one. And then the purple one is Aubrey's.
Yeah, but it's
And the
not
cat's-
real purple.
And the cat's eyeballing the green one in the picture.
Yeah, it was from I think a year or two ago. That's an older picture. And then every year they get a new ornament for their tree. And then we watch a few favorite Christmas movies like Elf and Santa Claus and Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation. It's a
Do
little
you watch
nipply
the
out.
Grinch?
That's my favorite movie as far as Christmas movies go.
Which one?
Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, it's pretty.
You watch the
classic.
Now,
Grinch?
out of all the vacation movies, my favorite is the Vegas one.
Really?
I love the Vegas one. Yeah.
Really? Because they all win the cars at the end, or what?
Yeah. He's like, I put $1 in, I want a car. Put $1 in, I want a car. What was his name? Mr. What was his name? Fucking
Oh, shit.
Georgia, Mr. Papa Giorgio. Yeah. Nick Papa Giorgio.
Those are funny, but I still like the Tim Allen Santa Claus movies.
Yeah, that's one of the
Yeah,
ones
it's a
we
really good
watch.
one. Yep.
And then we watch Elf with Will Ferrell.
Elf is
It's
I love
okay.
watching Elf. That cracks me up.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a fun.
it's
I
okay.
think it's funny.
Yeah, I can watch Elf. I can watch Elf every single year. It's freaking hilarious. I love Will Ferrell though. I liked him in
yeah.
Spirited. Did you watch Spirited?
No, I don't think I've seen that one.
So
You
when
know,
I
there-
tell you
there
Good
is
Afternoon,
one
you
that-
don't know the joke behind Good Afternoon, then, which is basically
It's good for the kids.
in Spirited.
Polar Express. That's a good movie.
It's good animation.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, really good animation.
But yeah, as far as Christmas movies, I'll always take Christmas Vacation.
Oh, what's that? Make no no,
You don't want the original?
This is all.
You're gonna shoot your eye out with that Red Rider?
People can download games without using.
Yeah, Nick Papa Giorgio from Yuma.
A Christmas Story. You know, a Christmas Story.
Exactly, Shelby.
Yeah.
Play well online. Make the show. You get 5 switches per year. What does that mean?
I like when they go to the casino and they're playing all those bullshit games. Fucking rock, paper, scissors and pick a number between 1 and 10.
Family.
Like a rundown,
think-
no name casino.
I think I still like European Vacation better. I love the Great Britain part. This kills me. Having been there, it kills me. But the Christmas, as far as Christmas stuff goes, though, Vacation's okay. It's good, pretty good. But I still like Elf better.
Tell you a quick little Will Ferrell story. I was in the movie The Campaign. I was one of the governors, and with Lithgow and Aykroyd, that our piece of film wound up on the director's cut floor, and they had a scene where we had to go over to the World War II museum, and Aykroyd was doing his campaigning segment. Not Aykroyd, Will Ferrell. He was doing his campaigning segment, and I was standing there, and I had my short hair and everything, and I was dressed nice. And he comes walking over, and he's shaking everybody's hands for doing the scene, and he passed me, stopped, turned back, looked at me, and he said, "You must have been a Marine," like that. And I said, "Yes, sir, I was." And he goes, "Well, I respect you for that." And he shook my hand, and I said, I really respect you in Elf. You really had a good part there. I like the way you did it." And he looked at me, took a step, came back around, and went into the whole character of Elf and talked to me about the candy cane forest and everything else. That was pretty cool.
God.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Did you ever see when he took his actual Anchorman
Who's going through the trees
character
right now?
and
by
he
the
did the
way?
real newscast with the real news crew?
Who's going through
No,
trees?
I
by
didn't
the
see
way?
Yeah.
Is it you, Paul?
He was on a real news desk playing his
What was that,
Anchorman
Chuck?
character.
Who was sharing the screen going through the Christmas trees?
That was me.
Yeah.
Did you notice they were all green?
Oh God, give it
Yeah,
up,
but
Paul.
I also noticed that Lori's in my favorite is number 3. That's Douglas.
Yeah.
But this year we couldn't get a Douglas because they were all kind of picked out. So we ended up cutting down a Fraser. Which
Oh,
does
you went
have
to the
different-
places where you cut your own tree down?
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I've always wanted to do that.
It's it's overrated. But anyway, it was this year is disappointing though, dude. We usually find a really nice, we call it like a potato, because you usually get like a 7-foot tree that's like super huge around these Douglas firs that are like take like a zillion ornaments. But this year just wasn't the year for it. We
Did
ended
you
up
ever see the movie Daddy's Home when they accidentally cut down the cell tower? It looks like a Christmas tree.
No.
So they go, Will Ferrell and them go out to they go out to this place like you. They go out in the woods and they're trying to find a Christmas tree. And they find a really nice one and they go to cut it down. All of a sudden it starts shorting out and it falls over. It turns out it was a fucking cell tower that they disguised as a tree.
Well, shit, the tree they cut down in Christmas Vacation is like
Oh,
huge.
ask me to give my review.
Yeah, what you got to watch that. It's hilarious. So
Yeah.
Play the fucking Xbox. I don't want to sit down.
guy comes, he says, "Well, you can have the tree because it costs them like 20 grand for the Christmas tree after they cut it down. So they put the cell tower tree up in their house."
Oh my god.
Mhm.
Well, we were talking about at work about cutting down Christmas trees, live Christmas trees, and my coworkers were like,
Oh, that film.
"You should use a sawzall, Chuck.
Yeah.
You don't actually use a regular saw,
no,
do you?" So
okay.
I brought my sawzall this year for the first time ever, and then one of the guys working there, he's like,
Oh, good idea.
"That a sawzall?" I
If
said,
any of you
"Yeah,
guys
it's the first
get
time I
on
finally brought
Netflix
one instead of a
UK
regular handsaw." He's like, "You're not supposed to use those here."
What time is it?
I was like,
It's UK.
"Well, close your eyes, because like it's happening." Because this is the first time I'm not going to spend like 15 minutes with a dull blade cutting down a freaking tree that's more dangerous than using a sawzall. So I just kind of looked the other way. We never had this conversation. We were Everything's talking about at work about. I was
Anyways, I'm gonna get off you guys.
It's like, yeah, it's probably time to. I hear echo.
Okay, Rod.
See y'all
See you
tomorrow.
later.
You spend like 15 minutes with a dull blade cutting down a freaking tree that's more dangerous than using a sawzall. Well, I get to hear myself again.
Paul's got YouTube playing.
I know. Somebody does. Is it Paul?
Yeah, it's Paul. He was lighting up when it was going.
Paul.
Amateur.
I know. It's getting late.
Okay, everybody. I think we're gonna call it. Right, before you call
Alright.
it, Justin, if you get on Netflix UK, there's a film called Click and Collect. That's a good
Okay.
Christmas film.
Click and
I'll
collect.
check it out.
That's
I'll
really
VPN and check
funny.
it out.
So you have to use VPN to get to it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check
Way
it out.
over. Cheat your way across the pond virtually.
Actually, the UK's
awesome.
got some good movies on Netflix.
There's some crazy shit on TV over in the UK. I told you about that freaking nude show that was on like in Scotland. Lori's like, it was our
Naked
first night.
Attraction.
And then she's like, "What is this? Check this out." I was like, "Holy shit, they're crazy over here."
It's Naked Attraction.
It's awesome.
All right, I'll catch y'all later.
See you
Okay,
later.
everybody
Have a good night.
have a great evening, and we'll see you all.
Later,
again.
y'all.
And my tree will still be pink.
And just
We shall see.
send happy thoughts to Laura. In her dreams, she's gonna picture a green tree.
No, I'm not. I'm going to picture a pink tree. It's always going to be pink.
Green.
Pink, 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 pink,
Green, 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 green.
pink, 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 pink.
All right, everybody. Hey, thanks.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Yeah, we'll see ya. Bye for now.
Pink tree.
Green tree.
Pink tree.
Green.
Pink.
Green. 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 Green.
Pink, pink. You will end eventually.
Green. 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 Green.
It ended.
He hasn't.
Green. Green.
There's
Green.
rhyme at the top. Pink, 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 pink.
Green. 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 Green.